gentlemen, boys and girls, you are now in tune to the greatest podcast that's ever been created. Welcome to the club. It's the 8-Bit Clubhouse Podcast, episode 17, recorded on Monday, September 15th. Got the date right this time, double checked it. Introducing your host. Let me get this right too. In the blue corner, he's your favorite gamer's favorite gamer, Hambone Johnny. And next up to bat, it's the man. No, that's not it. That's not Drew. Drew's not next. Next up to bat, he's the coolest kid on the playground. It's Kevin LA, a.k.a. The Coos. And last but most, it's the man, the myth, the legend. It's Drew. For the thousands watching live on Twitch and now YouTube, and for the millions listening on your favorite podcast streaming app, welcome to the club. Guys, I'm so excited. On tonight's episode, we're going to be discussing the recent Nintendo Direct. We're going to be discussing everybody's golf, hot shots. We'll talk a little bit about some what we've been playing. A little Hollow Knight Silk Song is the talk of the town. We'll also be discussing, let's see, what else? I already said Nintendo Direct. We've got all kinds of things lined up. A little bit of Survivor Fantasy League, a little bit of NFL. I mean, it's on. It's on. Tonight's episode is amazing. Hambone Johnny, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I just got to say, I really enjoyed the lead up to tonight's podcast. Drew's technical issues are plenty. I'm loving life. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. Football's on. We've got 2 NFL games on tonight. So I'm watching that on my phone. I swear I'm 100% invested on the podcast, maybe 99 on the podcast, 1% on the game. But I'm here. I'm excited. I'm ready to party, guys. I mean, it's Monday. What's better than this?
There's
Drew, if you can hear us, how are you?
I'm doing lovely. Listen, I'm not giving up on this, right? So here's what's happening. My audio is not working. I can hear you guys. I'm listening to you guys through my laptop speakers. My mic is fine. Something's up with the audio. I tried doing Bluetooth because, I mean, we live in 2025. That should be easy enough. I somehow started connecting to my kid's nightlight. Didn't know that was even Bluetooth. He's like, Dad, I can hear these weird people talking in my room. I was like, yeah, I don't know, buddy. My bad. Amazing stuff is happening here. Lots to talk about. Nintendo Direct. We got Hot Shot Golf. So we got it all, like Kuz just said. I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here, guys.
Oh, my God. Absolutely. Can you tell me a little bit about this new couch that you've got? What's the situation with that?
Got a new couch. So here's what happened, right? You guys know we talked about the whole PlayStation thing last time. The plan is to take the old toy room because kids are getting older. They're not playing with their toys. It's being unused as an empty space. I said, let's turn this into a game room.
Yeah.
So we wanted to shop for like some nice, like love seat recliners with like one of those center consoles nowadays, right? They have all this stuff in there. And there were some really nice ones, but I didn't want to go too crazy. So we're shopping. And then all of a sudden my wife's like, I was like, hey, I think I like this one. It was like a sectional couch and you could just get like 2 recliners with a center console. So I was like, I really like this one. You just envision this recliner, 2 of them. She goes, well, I really like this couch. I said, it is a nice couch. She goes, well, I want to buy it for a couch too. I said, okay, so you wanted the couch and the recliners for upstairs? She goes, yeah. Now, rewind time. We've had the same couch for 14 years. It's been good to us.
What?
It was our original couch when we bought our starter home and we moved it with us. It's been a great couch. Hambone sat on that couch. There's nothing wrong with it.
Couch.
So it's been doing good to us. But the problem is it's an L-shaped couch. I always had like my recliner separate, like a lazy boy recliner. And then, that was it. But now the kids are getting older, they take up more room if they want to lay down. So this couch is pretty sweet. It's an L shape, but it's like an extended L shape. So like one side is like a lounge, right? That just kind of stays out. And then we have, the corner, and then the other side. So it's just like 2 normal sections of a couch, a center console, and then my recliner now built in. But the cool part about these two normal parts, I've never seen this before on a couch. They're just normal seats, but there's buttons hidden on the side, and it goes straight out into like a lounge. It's incredible.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it.
So we ended up getting a couch. Furniture company, we got it Friday night, 6:30. We bought it. They said, we'll text you tonight before 9 p.m. and give you a 3-hour window. I was like, great, no problem. 9 o'clock comes, nothing, no text message. I said, oh. They don't open until 10 a.m. the next day. I said, well, I'll call them in the morning. I was like, not the end of the world. I said, if anything, they'll call us 30 minutes before. They said they'd call us on the way. So I wake up early as always, 6:30, have my cup of coffee, playing some Silt song. Kids wake up about an hour or so later. They're on the couch. Everyone's still waking up. 8:20, still on my couch, second cup of coffee now, still playing Silt song. Here comes the furniture truck right down the driveway. I haven't even cleaned out any of the rooms yet. Kids are still in all their pajamas. It's just hectic. But the install, everything went fine. No issues. Everything settled in. And happy. It's a great couch. Really enjoying it.
Amazing for you guys. So you got a recliners for the game room and new couch for the family.
New couch. And I brought my old recliner rocking chair from downstairs upstairs. So now the game room has the two recliner love seats with a separate recliner. I put in a new 50-inch TV up there on the wall. And then I have my small TV that I had at the treadmill downstairs. I brought that up there, hooking that up so we can watch sports. And it's not a cool setup, but it's not bad for technically what's a bedroom. Is now a game room.
That sounds super fun, man. Good for you. Can't wait till you get to enjoy that.
Oh yeah. Have you guys over soon?
My wife wants a new couch. The way my living room is set up, I've got the TV there in the middle above the fireplace, and then just like one small kind of like half a love seat directly in front of it. And then the couches are lining the sides to where if you're sitting on the couch, you have to turn and look at the TV. So it doesn't make much sense. But it opens up the room, but I don't know. She's like, I want a new. The other day, she was just like, I want a new couch. I was like, all right, you handle that. I don't care. I never sit in there anyway. So,
so did you get one?
Not yet, but it's probably on the agenda.
Maybe I should send you this one. It's a nice couch.
We're not having very good luck with the mail, Drew. I don't think we need to be.
I'll send you
anything through the mail right now.
You go to your local furniture store.
Oh my gosh. So Drew, while you were getting new things delivered to your house on Saturday, I had my first visit to the dump ever in my town. So I went to the dump or the transfer station if you're a little bougie.
Sure.
The transfer station, sure. So we were just cleaning out a bunch of stuff. If you guys recall, if you're bougie, you call it the transfer station. I had an old screen door that went to my storm door that we don't even have anymore. I have an old frame to a hammock that I had to toss. I had a bunch of an old Fisher Price or Little Tykes slide from when Owen was guy.
Been there, done
all that stuff. A bunch of an old rug we had to throw out. We didn't buy a new couch, but we did get a new rug, a Ruggable rug. If you guys have seen those,
what is it called?
I've got those.
Ruggable?
Yeah, Ruggable. It's
they're washable.
They're washable rugs, essentially. If you're bougie, you buy from
Google
Ruggable.
Train is coming up.
100%.
Yeah.
Ruggables are for bougie folks, for sure.
Yeah. Ruggable.
The transfer station, not so much, but
the transfer station clientele gets the Ruggable rugs.
Washable rugs.
Yeah, so that was my Saturday morning. I loaded up. Everyone was sleeping. I loaded up the car. Went to the transfer station. Everyone there was super nice. I'm like, I've never been here before. Where do I throw all my stuff? The guy said, hey, throw the metal here, throw the burnables here. I'm like, is plastic burnable? That doesn't seem right, but it's going in anyway. I tossed it in there.
Oh, yeah.
So it was great. And then I came home and I had this big plan set up for my day.
Wait,
so I was
really quick. Do they weigh your car before and after? Is that how they do it?
For the residential, I just went in there with my Grand Cherokee. They're like, whatever, just head in there. But if you're a contractor or a business type of person and you're dumping debris, that's when they do
okay.
they measure it there. But for me, with my like old slide in a rug, they're just, yeah, dude, just toss it and get the heck out of here. So yeah, super easy. It was like 10 minutes down the street. I probably drove past it 100 times, never knew it was even there. So the dump doesn't smell by us apparently, which is great. But yeah, so I came home. I went to Lowe's earlier in the week. I bought some new grass seed because you know it is the season. But I also got a new edger for my sidewalk. So I was trying to get the nice ones that are either had a motor or like electric. For whatever reason, the Lowe's by me didn't have any. Whatever brand you wanted to get didn't have them. So I'm like, man, that's kind of a bummer. Like, let's just walk around a little bit more. So I went over by the shovels. And sure enough, they had one option for an edger tool for me. So basically just looks like a half a moon with a little blade that's sharp on the bottom. And they're like, edge your life off. So I did
manual
edger. So yeah, which is fine. You know, I'm young enough to edge a little bit here and there, you know, as one does. So yeah, I went out there, I knocked out the edging for my sidewalk, both sides. And then I took out the good old power washer and I'm like, you know what, this sidewalk's getting power washed. So my wife was laughing. She's like, I can really tell where you stopped power washing because both of our neighbors on either end are like, they have brown sidewalks and ours are sparkly clean. So yeah, so that was my 8 hours on Saturday was that. A good old.
That's
good old
great.
weekend.
Does the manual edger do a better job than flipping the head on the string trimmer?
It does because I think what I wanted to really do is if you know like the sidewalks and grass, just over the years it just gets overgrown and then dirt kind of comes over the edges of the sidewalk and then it just creates this really thick root system. So I was able to like you flip the side on the edger. You can get through a couple blades of grass, no problem. But if you're really trying to break out like the roots, at least the edger or the string trimmer that I have just wasn't strong enough. So I really had to get in there and like hack it a little bit. It ended up pretty nice, but yeah, no, I'm glad I spent the time. I probably won't have to do that again for several years. It's easier now that it's all cut back. It's easier to maintain, but yeah, I've got some nice crisp lines out there for the.
I love it. I love a crisp line.
That's it.
I thought of you the other day, Hambo, and I planted the nice little shake and feed, easy grass. What do they call it?
Easy seed.
Easy seed.
Yeah.
Easy seed. I went with the giant bag. I was like, I'm going to town.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to fill in all the pea spots.
All Goomba's little yellow spots.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I was doing the same thing there too. Every time I think I got them all, I like take her out again, or like I look out the side of my eye. I'm like, there's another one I missed. So I'm out there with my little trowel, scraping and seeding. Like for the next month is my life.
You got to rake it all up first, right? At the little metal rake.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's it. Good times. Coos, are you buying couches or edging your lawn, or what's going on out there for you, man?
I am doing some yard work, but I'll save that. That's not as exciting as your yard work. I'm just preliminarily scoping it out for the fall reset. But the kids this weekend went to my sister's house, their aunts. She lives a couple hours north of me in the middle of nowhere. However, because she lives in the middle of nowhere, the stars there are amazing. Ooh. So the kids, she sent me some pictures. The kids had a really good time there over the weekend. Sent pictures. You could see the Milky Way. You could see the Northern Lights. She got some pictures. Wow. Beautiful pictures. But while the kids were there with her, I took my wife on a date day to the Spirit of Japan, which is in down. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, we missed the real Japan, so we thought we'd go and double dip on the Spirit of Japan downtown Denver. It's one of these food festivals where you pay a price and they give you like so many tickets and you go in and you try all the different foods and drinks and things like that. So it was really fun. We had a good time. There was a lot of people and we did that and it was enjoyable. They had a 300-pound tuna that they were cutting up with a samurai sword. I got a picture of that. I got a picture of the fish with the sword, but not the sword in action. So, yeah. But that would have been cool to see. Just them cutting it up. But I was like, I'll just take this picture and get out of here before the crowd swells in on me. So, not a big fan of crowds these days. I'd like to get in and get out, see the fish, and bounce.
That's a sign of getting old, Coos.
I guess so.
Any sort of fish, land or sea, you can find Coos there. Under the water, over the water.
Exactly.
This guy will find a fish no matter where.
Exactly right. Which brings us right in. What a segue, Hambone Johnny. So what we've been playing, I am still playing, believe it or not, the game called Naiad, where you swim around as some fish-like person with fish and ducks and frogs and turtles. I found an alligator. There may or may not be a dragon. There's some couple snakes around. There's birds. It's all kinds of wildlife. This game, it's the game I talked about last time we chatted about how I fell asleep playing it. Same game.
Lazy River game.
It's the Lazy River game. That's a great description for it. The Lazy River game. It's too long, guys. It's too long. I Googled it. I think last time we were talking, I was on stage 4 or 5. I was thinking this thing's got to wrap up by stage 8. I get to stage 10 and I'm like, it's not showing signs of stopping. So I Google it and it's like there's 16 stages in this game. And I was like, there is no way. There's no way that they can continue this game for 16 stages. However, I'm so invested in it. I've already put so much time in it. I see the trophies keep popping and it keeps bringing me back. I've got so many games on my backlog. I just bought the Star Wars Outlaws game. It's just waiting there. Like, please try me out and play me. No, I'm going to stick with Naiad. In the most valuable time I have to sit down and play a video game, I'm going to go with Naiad. Something's wrong.
Did you buy Outlaws on Switch too?
No, I got it for $30 on PlayStation. I got a pretty good deal, so I had to jump on that.
There's a good sale on it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
sure.
But yeah, I'm gonna try that out. I love Star Wars. That game, is I heard it was janky when it came out. Hopefully they patched it up. I'll be playing on the Pro. Hopefully that helps. I don't know, but
yeah, I heard that it's significantly different from when it first launched. They've really toned down some of the stealth stuff from what I've heard, and like the jank. You might still have a little bit of it, but a lot of it has been fixed per the streets. So yeah, I hope you like it.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope I like it too. Next up, still plugging away on Coffee Golf. Have to throw it in there. I hit day 90, a 90-day streak. And last time I mentioned this game,
It's
Drew,
incredible.
you had asked where I was on like the story mode, like what number of story thing. I'm at level 3. I'm on level 360. And last time I looked, it went to 500 and then just had an infinity sign. Well, they did an update on it recently. And I think during the update, they said we added more stages. Today I scrolled. I got to like stage 2100 before I just stopped scrolling.
Oh my!
So
God.
It's going to go. Coffee Golf is going to last pretty much forever. So I may not mention it again on this show, but just know your boy's still playing it for life. For life, I'm playing the Coffee Golf. So just mark me down for that. I also played the Shinobi. I played the demo because our good friend Rizzle over on the Discord said, hey, if you like, what was the other ninja game we played, Hambone?
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
If you like Ninja Gaiden, you will love Shinobi. And I was like, oh, really? I really like Ninja Gaiden. Let me check this out, Rizzle. And you know what, Rizzle? You're absolutely right. That demo was amazing. I put it on my wish list right now because I'm not going to be able to get to it because I'm too busy playing Naiad. But when I do get a minute, and when I see that game go on sale, I think it's like $30. If I saw it for like 20, I think I'd jump on it. But it's a beautiful game. It runs really well. The graphics are kind of like cell shaded, cartoony looking. Really good game. The jumps are a little more floaty than the Ninja Gaiden. The Ninja Gaiden jumps were a little more crisp, which I like with my side scrollers. I don't like a whole lot of float. The Shinobi was a little floaty, but not unplayable. So, yeah. I'm gonna play it. Have you played that one, Hambone?
I played the demo. I played the demo as
Okay.
well. Not I didn't finish the whole demo, but enough to get a taste for it. I absolutely agree with you. The movement and the combat is definitely the movement and the jumping is definitely a little bit more floaty, but the combat I think is really the highlight in that game. As opposed to Ninja Gaiden. Obviously, you're slicing and dicing in Ninja Gaiden as well, but it's like one hit kills for the most part, and really
Yeah.
you're swinging your sword to score points and to navigate the level. Whereas in Shinobi, I feel like it's combat forward, like it's combat first before the other elements of the game, and the
Gotcha.
different combos that you can do, and like it feels so like crunchy when you're attacking, right? Like it just feels really really good to fight the enemies and stuff in that game. So great call out by
Yeah.
Rizzle with that
Yeah, for sure.
recommendation. Definitely
Yeah.
a good game. It's on my wish list as well. I'm just
I'm glad
between
he
that and Ghost of Yote coming up soon. I'm like ninja'd out right now with all that. So when the
ninja'd
time's right,
out.
I'll be in on Shinobi at some point in the future.
I saw that Ghost of Yote controller on PlayStation site for pre-order or you order or whatever. Man, that controller looks sharp.
Do you
They
like
have
the
a
black
gold one and a
or
black
the
one.
gold? Yeah, which one do
I
you?
like
If
the
you had to
black.
get
I think
one,
the black pops more on the white.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think that's a really, really sharp looking controller.
I know. I was tempted. I did get the
Yeah.
Astrobot one though. So
Did you?
yeah. So I got the new one. I pre-ordered it. That's
You should make a
bro.
video of you throwing it in the trash.
I heard
it's
those do
apparently
really
a very
well.
popular video.
High engagement on
Yeah.
on those videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's
didn't
cool.
mean
I
to
saw
cut
that Astrobot one too, and I'm like, it's pricey, and I already have one with different eyes. All
That's
I'm
true.
paying for is the squinted eyes versus the round eyes. So is that
It-
worth the price point? I didn't
fits.
jump on it. So
you. Yeah. Fair enough.
yeah. But last but not least, I've been playing some everybody's golf. It's not just my golf. It's not just your golf. It's everybody's golf. I'll talk about that with you guys once we get to it. We can kind of
Sure.
round table it. But go ahead and hit what you've been playing, Drew. What's up?
So, a little while back, 2 weeks ago, when everyone was downloading Silksong that Thursday, I was home, and you know what I downloaded? What we talked about, Tiny Racing.
Tiny Racing.
Tiny Racing, $6.50. I was like, this is a steal. It brought
Yeah.
this game is, if you remember the old, what is it, Pro-Am RC Racing, whatever, for the NES, and they had this. They actually had an arcade version of this game. It's just that typical top-down, these little toy racers in the track. A lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Well, it's one of those things. People either got the steering or you didn't understand the steering, right? You just, And so here's the thing with Tiny Racing. It was exactly what you think it is. It's Tiny Racing, and the controls were great, nice and tight, colorful, fun,
Tiny.
The only
racing.
The problem I had is I think I went into it with too big of an expectation, where I thought there was going to be like upgrades and upgrade your car, kind of like, kind of a progression type thing. I played the first story mode on like easy mode, and there's 12 races. Like, that's a lot for like the first beat all 12 races. I came in first place. And then I was like, all right, well, like, that's it. It's like, you can now unlock a new color. I'm like, I don't want to unlock a color. Like, I want like a different, I want like upgrade your engine, upgrade your tires, your whatever it might be.
Not a big ask. Not a big ask.
Not a big ask. Not at all. It wasn't asking for anything too crazy.
Sure.
Wasn't an option. So I said, let me at least just try like on hard difficulty. Got my ass kicked. And I said, this good effort. Played it for about an hour. $6. It is what it was, and I don't recommend it. It's not that it was a bad game. It's just you're gonna play it for an hour and be like, "Yep, that's what I was expecting," and that's it. Moving on. Kirby Crossed Worlds, still chugging away a little bit on that here and there. Maybe played like 3 or 4 more levels with the wife. Still playing as Dee Dee, letting her play as Kirby. She needed me to play as Kirby the other day to beat a part, and I just didn't know the buttons, so used to Dee Dee. But yeah, it's fine. It's still, I have a big problem with playing DLC for games, and I'm gonna rant about this later. But I have a big problem playing DLC of games that are like a year old. Like, you'd either come out right away or just move on to a new game. I don't like going back to games that I'm already done. I mastered the controls. I figured it out. I remember where to go in the towns. I remember what I'm upgrading. Like, you go back to this Kirby game, I don't remember the whole town. Do I need to explore it again? Probably not. But it's frustrating. It's just like the game itself is fine. If you like the Kirby, it's the same game, just more stuff.
Let me ask you this, Drew. And this just, would you rather DLC come out before the game even drops, or would you rather wait until the DLC to come out, wait a year after you finish the game?
I think there's merit in saying when it comes out at the initial when it comes out with the initial release, I think there's two things. I think it's an easy win from a publisher's point of view to get extra money because, like, the hype is there and people are like, oh man, I'm going to play this game forever. I'm going to buy the DLC right now. And then I think there's opportunity to throw in, like, you get an extra outfit that you could use during the original story mode, or you get an extra something, right, that helps you in your quest for playing the first 40 hours of the game. I think with DLC, it's like, well, here's some costumes. Great. There's 4 hours of DLC. Like, I could have used this before. So I'm all for sending it out all up front. So yeah, I guess that's my answer for it. I just hate when it comes out so much later.
I think that's fair. And I think this is like a little bit of a unique situation, at least with the whole Switch 1 to Switch 2 thing, right? Obviously, they're kind of touting this game as Switch 2 edition plus this DLC, right? From a performance perspective, have you noticed anything different from originally when you played it?
It's a great question. And overall, I think Switch 2, you guys all know, I've never been a big graphics guy or frames per second. It never really bothered me. And even with the Switch 2, even playing Cyberpunk when it came out, and I think back to like the Switch 1 days when I played that Guardians of the Galaxy game on the cloud version for Switch 1. Like, that looked fantastic. I know it was cloud, but so the graphics, I don't notice a big thing, but I will say what I've noticed is with this Kirby, Silksong, all these other games I'm playing, are the load times are significantly faster. So things are processing 10 times quicker. You got in the habit playing the old Switch games, like picking up your phone, turn load screen so it's right next to you. Like, you don't even have time to do that now. It's like bam, 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 and you're ready to go. So that's the big thing I've noticed, especially with the Kirby stuff. But especially Kirby, Mario, Donkey, those types of games that look great. Nintendo always has made them look great. So that's just the art style.
Yeah, so I agree.
Also been playing 2 games that Hambone's been playing as well as Coos. So let's talk about everybody's golf hot shots right now, and we'll go around the horn a little bit. So I've probably put, I don't know, 6 hours maybe into it, maybe a little bit more, maybe 8. This is a fantastic game for me personally to be playing handheld while I'm watching TV. With the wife or whatever. It's just an easy game to just play. You don't have to give it 100% attention. You can do something else in the background. There's some things that bother me that I think we all kind of agreed with, right? I think the UI and the whole menus, it's like you jump into a game and there's all these options. And it's like, where do I go first? And it's good and bad. There's a lot of modes you can play, but it's also confusing on, like, well, do I do challenge mode? Do I do world? Where the hell's Pac-Man? I pre-ordered it, and when I booted up the game, it told me, congratulations for pre-ordering, you unlocked Pac-Man. But as we know, that's not true, right? So for those that wanted Pac-Man, you have to go do, what is the tutorial mode or lessons?
Like,
what are they
beginner called? Tour or something, like beginner guide, something beginner.
And you have to do all of them. So my question is, for everyone that didn't pre-order, can they get Pac-Man or no?
Yeah, I read online that you can still get him through playing through the game without pre-order. Because so I wasn't going to pre-order, and then I'm like, but I want Pac-Man.
Yeah.
And then so I looked into it before I pre-ordered, and it was like, no, you can still get him. You'll just have to do more in the game.
Maybe it unlocks at like the end or whatever. Because he is at the very end of the list.
So. True.
Right.
with all
So
the issues with this game and everything, I'm not surprised if like something else is like glitched out and he should be there.
I know,
It
I
just
know.
like
Yeah,
is magically
yeah.
there. Yeah.
No
So
doubt.
a couple other problems I have with the game is the two big ones is one, when I use the 3-button click. I'm sure most of you guys do the same thing, right?
Yep.
For
I'm on
hitting.
3-button straight bar.
I don't understand why the character needs to be doing their dancing or laying on the ground or whatever the hell they want to be doing while I'm trying to push A. One, it's very distracting. And two,
So chatty.
when you're putting, he legit like stands in front of your line. And it's like
That's-
you can't.
Are
You
you
can't
are you
even
the
see the
are you the
line.
emo like guy? The
Yes.
man? He's terrible. He's really bad.
It's bad. Like,
He's cracking me up. Good shot, bad shot. He's hemming and hawing.
Yeah.
Hey, doing it, flopping around. He's all over
Hemming
the
and
place.
hawing.
That's
so
he's doing his thing. So I picked
He's-
the girl. Pick the girl. She's better.
well, it's too late.
Yeah,
now.
I
I'm
picked
committed
the
to this
girl.
guy. I've been feeding him my tiramisu, so I'm
Yeah.
committed.
That's true.
And then my other big problem I have with this is it's like, you play like PGA Tour and you trade golfers and your golfers suck, and that's fine. You got to build them up. And these golfers sucked in the beginning, right? They barely hit the ball. You can't even reach par 4s and 2, the whole 9 yards. But now my guy is, for control, he's like borderline ranked B and ranked A. And I'll hit a perfect shot, and I feel like it still isn't going straight. Like, I line up down the middle of the fairway, and I hit dead on the center of the line. It says, nice shot. There's no wind, and I'll be in the rough. It's like, I don't know if you guys are having this problem. I just feel like, and I get it. Like, if your control is like an E or a D, it's like a luck chance, right? You don't know where your ball might go. But if my guy's ranked up, I feel like that should not be happening anymore.
I have some thoughts there. And your guy is a good example because his ball flight isn't straight. It's
Yeah.
I think he either plays a hook or like a draw or a fade. I think. So I would look at the menu because his natural shot shape is going to be one of those two things. The girl, the starter girl Eiley, she hits a straight ball, low straight ball flight. So that's what I've been
Maybe that's
digging
my
in. So
problem.
I'm like 15 hours in. I streamed last Monday. There was a situation with my save files.
Oh, incredible.
As if you guys saw the video, everything was an albatross. I got some holes in ones, some plus 12.
Time out. You got to explain that better.
Yeah, it was terrible.
You just taped over that like it was.
I did. It
big-
was terrible.
Let me say something first. If you all haven't seen this video, it was the most entertaining. I was laughing out loud watching this. Just the replay on Twitch. On Twitch is the whole 2-hour video. On YouTube, I've sliced it down to 7 minutes. And then on Instagram, there's like a 1.5-minute video. If you go watch the whole 2-hour thing, Hambone Johnny's commentary over this video is, laugh out loud funny. It was the best stream I've ever watched.
Listen,
I
I don't
appreciate
usually
that, yeah.
I usually
It was fun.
jump in just to check in on Hambone. I'll give him a few minutes, and then I gotta go do my thing. I think Darth and I watched the entire 2-hour stream. Like, we couldn't put it down.
Yeah,
But it was fun.
I caught the replay.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. So let me back up, right? So 15 hours into the game, 8 hours or so on this most recent save file, 7 hours on the original. But so you guys know I've got the PS5 Pro hooked into the entertainment console. It kind of just stays there. I've got my old school or original PS5 here hooked up to my computer, but it's also the one I move around the house. Like if anyone wants to play something upstairs or whatever, that's the one that moves around. What you can do with PlayStation is basically move your save file from the cloud and download it to your console or upload it, do what you need to do. Never have had an issue with it. Done it for dozens and dozens of games. Never corruption, no issues whatsoever have you. Apparently my luck has run dry. So as I was setting up the stream, I'm like, I'll download Hot Shots over here. It's digital, no big deal. I'll just move my save file over. That way I can just continue on playing what I was playing. Something must have gone awry because when I was streaming, as you guys were seeing, it didn't matter how many strokes I had on the hole. It could have been a hole in one. It could have been a triple bogey. It could have been so many shots. The game just had me quit. It was an albatross. Didn't matter. Albatrosses for everyone. I think I made the joke. It was like Oprah with the albatross. You get an albatross. You get an albatross. And Drew, you can have an albatross too. That's what basically what was going on. I was so confused. I had no idea what was going on. I tested it out. Maybe there's just something weird and glitchy with this one match. So I tried a second match. Nope, albatrosses galore, no matter where. I tried to play like
now I don't know golf. What's an albatross?
It's a 2 on a par 5.
It's a 2 on a par 5. So he was getting.
So there's only one. You can
right?
only get an albatross on a par 5. That's a hole that you have to make it in the hole in 5 shots.
It's
you
3
4
under
shots.
par.
It's a birdie. 3 shots. It's an eagle. 2 shots. It's an albatross.
Yeah. 1 better than par is birdie. 2 better than par is eagle. 3 better than par is albatross.
On par 3s.
Even on par 3s, you were getting albatrosses.
Even on par 3s, I was getting albatrosses.
Yeah, which isn't possible.
It's not possible.
It's a 0.
It did give me like a hole in one once or twice somehow, and I think that might have been on a par 5. I don't know.
Wasn't it also randomly saying plus 14 per hole?
I got
plus
2
12.
plus 12s. Plus 12.
Yeah.
I think one time,
but it didn't affect the score.
No, I got 0. I think one of the rounds I finished minus 36. I'm like, it's amazing. It's like it's like participation trophy. So yeah, super confused. I have no idea what happened. Obviously, the save file was busted. When I tried to play matches versus the like the CPUs and some of the world tours, you had like match play. That's when I knew something was like definitely wrong. Albatrosses aside, definitely an issue. But like I would take my shot and then the CPU would line up to hit their ball, and like the boy would be hemming and hawing all over it and just stand there for the rest of the time.
Never hit the ball.
Never hit the ball ever.
No.
So that's when I closed the stream down and I said, you know what? I will figure this out. In my stupidity, I moved my corrupted save file onto my PS5 Pro without thinking.
Ugh.
And I could have just said, hey, you know what? I'll miss out on the last 2 hours, and that is what it is. But I was stupid and overrode my good save file there. And then I had the decision. I'm like, all right, well, is this game good enough to like start fresh, or do I just move on? And I started fresh. It's good enough. I think this is a 6 out of 10 game to a T with some really great golf mechanics. UI is terrible. The grind is pretty terrible. The upgrading path is extremely confusing. The modes, I really like the plethora of modes you have. Like some of the multiplayer stuff I think would be really fun to play. Like wacky golf, there's a few different things where like you can hit a mine and the ball blows up. Or I think there's one where you can take clubs away from your player you're playing against. So like you no longer have a driver. Now you have to play the round without your driver and that kind of stuff. But I really, really love the mechanics, like the 3-click, the applying the spin for the ball, reading the wind, reading the greens. Like I've got the putts down pretty good now. I actually made a real albatross, so that was pretty exciting. It's a good golf game in a shitty package is kind of what I'm thinking. But yeah, no, it's good.
Have either of you played online?
No.
I tried to play online with my buddy and it didn't work. But that was like the first day, so I don't know if it was something wrong with PlayStation or what. But
to that point, they did patch it, right? I don't know if that was just a Nintendo Switch patch. They
have pushed out a patch, so the Switch now is running at 60 frames a second, right?
Correct. So and I will say, if you saw the side by, there's a video out there that was showing the comparison between the shot bar, and I will say, like it was at first I didn't really notice it. I just thought it was the game design. It was kind of a delay. Yeah, and now the next one is super smooth. It took me a minute to get used to it, but then once you do, it's very precise. Yeah. So that is, if you haven't updated it, make sure you close it and update it. It does make a big difference.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and before I forget, go ahead, Kuz. Go ahead.
when it launched, I took a lot of videos. I played it. I bought it on PS5 Pro and Switch 2. Took a lot of videos on both, just kind of because I was going to make a video comparing the two.
Oh, nice.
And the Switch 2 was a lot more jerky. The power bar, the hit bar was. It was the PlayStation graphics were kind of a little more cloudy, a little not in a bad. The Nintendo graphics were very crisp. You could almost see the pixels. And the Pro were kind of more blended in.
That's
a little more realistic. Yeah. But even on the PS5, I noticed every now and then, just for no reason, the shot bar would get choppy. So it wasn't 100% perfect either. So maybe they'll see some of this and patch some of this up. They already did it for the Switch, and I don't know if it improved anything on the PlayStation, but hopefully they have an eye on this and can improve in performance over the weeks here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
it's a $40 game, right? So it's like
exactly.
It's a budget title. So I think for what you're getting, it's worth the $40. If you're a golf fan, if you're just like a random person and you're looking for a game recommendation and you don't like golf games, you don't like golf, like don't buy this. But
no,
if you're looking for an alternative to a Mario Golf, I think this is a great choice.
Yep, I agree.
Yep, I think I'll keep playing it, here and there. I don't think it'll be like my main game I'm playing, but it's something you need a break or just while I'm watching TV and something, I'll play 9 holes or whatever it might be. So yeah, I agree. I recommend it. Like I think 6 out of 10 is a fair assessment.
Yeah. So here's the other thing. The special shots. So I'm very confused about the special shots that you have.
I don't know those either. So, I've tried them and I don't know what they do.
So when you're setting up the character, there's 4 things underneath their stats. There's the ball flight pattern. It'll show you straight, left, or right, and then high, medium, low for like how high the trajectory is going to be. And then it's going to give you a red circle with a number underneath it, a blue circle with a number underneath it, and then something else that I'm not recalling what it is. But the red circle, I think, is the power, how many power shots you have. And that's consistent for all the players, right? So it's an extra 10 yards or whatever on your drive or whatever club you're hitting. But the blue circle indicates your special shots. And from what I've seen so far, maybe there's different categories of them. But like Eiley, the character, the starting girl character, her special, and it doesn't tell you this, you got to figure it out, is that if you're hitting an approach shot, if you're in a bunker or you're in the rough or whatever, and you have a chance for like not a perfect impact, the special shot will guarantee you hit it at like 100% power.
Oh,
so you can better judge how your chip's going to go. And that's the other thing I like about the mechanics, right? If you're in the rough, it'll give you like a range like 75 to 95%, whatever. So like, depending on how accurately you hit your impact, the better and crisper your actually ball is going to carry. So it's pretty cool. It's not like guaranteed, like it's going to be a perfect, like Mario Golf, old school Mario Golf would be like, oh, you're in the sand, so it's going to be 65% power. So you've got to kind of navigate that. So there's a little bit of variability, which I think is cool. But to get back to the special shots, I tried to do that with this new character I unlocked, Sasha, I think her name is. And I'm like, oh, I'm in the trap. I'm gonna, make sure I get good, clean contact out of here. Next thing I know, she pulls her putter out and 5 balls just spawn from her putter and they just roll into the sand trap and then back down into the rest of the sand trap. I'm like, well, that's not what I expected to happen. But I wouldn't have known until I tried it. So I'm very curious if you're out there and you're playing this game. Like, what are the other special shots that we haven't discovered yet? I'm assuming there's more than just the 2. I don't know, Drew, if you've
I haven't really put around with them that much, but apparently I'm using the wrong guy, so I got to start exploring.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know what his name is, but he sucks, that character.
That's good stuff. Yeah. I think that's anything else on that game. I kind of agree with you, Drew. When you're a little off on your shot, especially at the beginning, it will just take you right into the bunker, right into the rough. Yep. That's where I was getting frustrated. Is like, I'm not that off, man. I mean, I can understand being off and duffing it. That's fine.
Yeah.
But if I'm just a little off, I mean, don't
If
it
you're in the
automatically just shoots you to the
Even when you
Yeah,
hit
that's good.
perfect, it's like it's.
I think
it's
for you, I think you're
going.
hitting you're hitting a fade or whatever, and it's the wind is
Yeah.
just taking you more than you expect. Because I
It
think
must
you're
be
like hitting with
something, yeah.
something like that. But if you can get
Yep.
it in the red zone, you should be pretty good. But if
Oh
you're
no,
in
I'm talking about every
that
shot I hit
broader,
was in the red
yeah.
zone, and it was still.
Have you completely mishit a ball from
Oh,
the
the
impact
screen
zone?
turns like
And
white.
the screen, yeah, I
Yeah.
love that effect.
like,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh no, it's like, you
Yeah.
stink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's enough on a 6 out of 10 game, but I'm
Yeah.
having a good time.
Yeah. Tell me about you guys both jumped on the hype train
We
for
did.
Hollow Knight Silk Song. Tell me all about it because I'm not going to play it.
Drew, let me go first, just because I know you were definitely farther than me, and
Okay.
probably just the time that you were waiting for your couches to be delivered.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm
Absolutely.
only about 2.5 hours into the game.
Okay.
Well, I've been spending a lot of my time in golf.
I'm about 22 hours into this game.
I
Really?
was gonna say, yeah.
I'm pretty far along. I think. I mean, I could be totally wrong. I gotta think I'm in the last 25% of the game.
Probably from what I know.
But so here's the thing, right? I think Kuju nailed it, right? This was just the hype train joined it. So background was I played the original Hollow Knight. I made it probably about 70% through and then called it quits. Maybe not that far, maybe 50%. There was just one last time. I thought the first one was very hard to collect the currency, and I lost it all till I died twice and I was done. So this one, I will say, there's two forms of currency. You have the rosary beads, which are red, and then you have the white shard things. The white shards refill your red tools, right? So you have red tools, which should be like you could throw a knife, and there's a lot of other unlockables I won't give away. The white shards refill those when you sit on a bench. So if you sit on a bench to heal and you don't have any white shards, you're not going to refill those red tools that you have. The red rosary beads is the other form of currency that special characters drop, enemies drop. And those you use to purchase the maps, you use those for purchase any type of items or anything like that. So in the beginning of the game, yes, the problem is you're introduced to these merchants and they have these items and like 400, 500 rosaries. Like that's impossible. And it seems impossible, but I guess the point is you're not meant to buy everything in the shop within the first couple hours, right? It's supposed to be over time as you farm rosaries, you come back. I did find a spot where I did spend like 2 hours probably just farming the rosaries and then going to buy some things with them. The other set of advice is you can get those rosaries and buy like the rosary beads or the rosary other things, which essentially you pay 60 rosaries. Oh, I'm sorry, you pay 80 of the rosary beads and you can get like a string of them, which holds 60 and it goes into your pouch. So now if you die, those don't go away. So you can, you know what I'm saying? You kind of bank them into your item, which is like, that's why I did a lot of that as well. So you always have them just in case you die twice. So here's my overall opinion with the game is the game itself is hard. We all knew it was going to be hard. I think it has a good curve. There's some cheap things in there that I don't love. And what I mean by that is, right, so we all know the game, the Soul Light game, right? Like I said, if you die, you have to go back to that spot where you died and hit your cocoon and you get all your stuff back. If you die before that happened, you just lose just your currency. So you really just lose your currency. It could be annoying, but it's not the end of the world. You can farm those items back. My problem is two things, right? I'm okay with the game being a hard platformer. I'm okay with the game being hard bosses. My problem is like they have a big boss fight, and the expectation is you're supposed to die a lot and learn the patterns and come back. The problem is what if the nearest bench for your save point is like super far away and you have to go through this extravagant, difficult jump in platform sequence, it's like kind of annoying, right? Because you know you're going to keep dying, and then it's going to take you 10 minutes just to get back to that boss to die again. That's what frustrates me. I feel like every boss should have a bench nearby, and it doesn't. And then a lot of these platforms have like I was listening to Game Scoop the other day. They explained it really well. Because you know the old DuckTales game where you jump on the pogo stick on the enemies. Think
Love
of that
it.
concept, right? But instead of jumping straight down, you jump at a 45-degree angle to the right or left. So, like,
I could take that.
it's difficult when you're trying to platform,
You're trying to string that
vertically.
together. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
or string.
Yeah.
That you have to jump from spike to spike to spike, and if you fall, you land in other, like, you die. So it's a very weird thing to.
Because you have to hold
at an
down.
angle.
You have to hold down and
Yeah.
press the button, which is tricky. So what I heard, I think I might have said it on GameScoop, but somewhere I heard it, and I've done this myself. But if you're using the Switch Pro controller, use
Yep.
those back buttons. Map the
Yeah.
back button to down, and then it's a lot easier because you can still navigate with the control stick to like
Mhm.
move your character, but then hold that back button and then hit the button to, I don't know what button it is on Switch, but to go down to do that dash down attack.
Yep.
It make things a little bit easier.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. And the only other thing I'll say is I get it's a Metroidvania game, but man, this game is just so where the hell do I go next? And it's just it's so much, it's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I looked up a couple times on a guide, like, just get me the right direction, because I don't feel like aimlessly running around trying to find the next, like, location, right? And then when you find that next bench or you find that next bell point where you can transfer, teleport, it's like, oh, lifesaver. But overall, I'm loving the game. I'm 22 hours in. It's to the point where it's like the map is massive now, and I can see why I quit the first one. It's like, I'm not trying to quit this one. I'm going to go through, but it's to the point where it gets old, right? I think the hardness of the bosses, trying to respawn 10 minutes away and get back to them, it's just at 22 hours. It's like, all right, I'm getting sick of this little loop.
I think those are fair complaints, and I think it's almost a double-edged sword, right? With some of that
Yeah.
exploration stuff, and you're talking about like, oh, like I'm just not really sure where I'm going. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? And it's like, all right, well, I picked path A, but what did I miss out on path B? And like, once you get so far down path A, you're like how do I even get back to where I was? I'm not entirely certain. I might not even have bought the map yet, so I'm like, what did I run by? Was there something critical over there that I just missed? And like,
I hate that. I
Yeah.
hate that.
it's a give and take. You get a lot of that stuff. It's very, like you said it before. It's very akin to like Dark Souls, right? It's very similar, except you're obviously a 2D type game. And same thing with the boss runbacks. I've heard a lot of people complain about that. And it's funny because that's an old like Dark Souls complaint that the runbacks in that game are extremely long. But like once you fast forward to like Elden Ring, there is like a save point right outside every boss. So like they've changed some of that stuff. But
I don't mind the difficult bosses. Like I'm fine.
The bosses are fine, but like are you gonna make me run through like a million things? Like in a Souls game, you just learn to run past the enemies and like just run to the boss fight, and you might take a hit or two here. But in Hollow Knight, it's like you have to do this precision platforming to make it, and you might mess up on the way. So there's that extra layer of frustration.
Yeah,
for sure with all that. I think just to let you know where I'm at. So about 2.5 hours in, I've done a little bit of rosary farming. Like that first shop I found, I was able to buy everything from it because I did some farming. I just got the dash, so I'm I'm like super early. I got the dash. I found a bench. I sat down, and then I went to play golf for like 4 hours. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm liking it. Cool environment. Reminds me a lot of the first game. I think I'll play it to completion. I'm just not. It hasn't hooked me quite yet. A lot of the same stuff that you mentioned is like, I don't know. I don't. You never really feel too powerful.
No,
the upgrades don't really ever feel like they do all that much. And all like the down pressing with the attack buttons or the up pressing with the attack buttons. I don't really like that. Just give me a new button to do this thing. The button combinations as you're trying to platform are just. And again, I haven't cracked the code or like really created that muscle memory for it yet, but I'm finding that definitely a barrier to kind of sinking my teeth into this fully. But it's a great game. I mean, $20, can't really complain. I mean, you get three tiny racings or a Hollow Knight. You take your pick. I think
Or
I'd pick
both.
Silksong or both. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
Yeah. More to come with that. But
Yeah.
It's a good game.
I had Tiny Racing in my cart, Drew, and I saw you post that it wasn't good, and I took it out. Saved my $6.
Save it. I agree.
So thanks for that. Well, that's what we've been playing. Hollow Knight, Silksong. Does it live up to the hype?
Yeah.
I think it does.
It does.
It's exactly what everyone says it is.
I mean, there was a lot of hype for a long time for that game. So, I mean, do you think it has GOATY potential? Does it have GOATY potential?
It'll be good. The people who love this game are going to love it. The people who have issues with it are always going to have issues with it. It definitely. I mean, Drew and I bought the game. I barely played the first one. You half played the first one, so it's pulled in the people. It's the name, the pricing certainly helped. Like if this was a $40 game, I don't know if I would have bought it. So I think they're doing all the right things. I think we're going to be talking about this game the rest of the year. It's going to be up and about for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Good. I'm happy for the Hollow Knight people. I'm happy for them. Drew, next up, tell me about the Survivor Season 49 Fantasy League.
I'm going to pass this to Hambone because this is Hambone's baby. He created
it. Is. You're right. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So, Survivor, obviously 2 times a year comes out. Survivor 49, right, is coming up here. Watching football this weekend, I think we all got the realization like, oh my gosh, it's like a week away. So Survivor comes back September 24th. Last season, the 3 of us plus Mini Coos got together and did this really fun fantasy league where everything that happens, not everything, but a lot of the things that happen within the show would be associated with a points value. We go and selected our favorite castaways just based off of looks and their brief summary that the various like places have posted. And we picked 4 different castaways, and whoever scored the most points at the end of the season won. I won. I will say that. Wear the crown.
I mean, come on.
You guys bought me a pizza. Thank you very much. It was tasty. But it's back. We want to do the fantasy league again. We want to expand to our folks in the community. Anybody else who's Survivor fans or who have some sort of interest in this, let us know. We don't have a lot of time. We're going to have to figure out the draft this weekend, probably like a Saturday night. If you guys can swing it, we'll get together. I don't know if Mini Coos is in again.
100%.
She's in. She's
in.
So,
I know Beer Cerveza's in as well.
Beer's in. We'll see who else wants to be in. I'm going to ask my wife. She might be in as well.
Nice.
But for sure, we will reserve spots for the Discord members first. My wife can be last on the list.
What do we have? 18?
So we've got 18 contestants, and I think it's fun to have at
3?
least 2 each. At least 2.
9,
so we can do 9 people. The most is what I think we can do.
Yeah.
But I think
6 people would be perfect.
6 would be perfect because we could have 3 people each, and everybody would be on somebody's team, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's what we're thinking, right? You know, you get voted off, you got points for that. You found an idol, you got points for that. You win a a team challenge, you got points for that. I'll look at the list. I'll refresh that and share it again in the Discord. If other people have ideas on how you want to see this scored, it's all scored personally by me on Wednesday nights after the show airs.
The winner scored by the winner from last season.
So I don't know. I'm not saying there's collusion with myself, but there might be. But yeah, if you guys are interested, you want to hop on, more than welcome to have anybody out there that wants to play, or else you'll just hear the updates from us over the next few months as Survivor rolls out. I know they're doing a lot of stuff for Survivor 50, Drew. You're a little bit more plugged in there than we are, but yeah,
a lot of
as the new news comes out, a lot of cool returning people coming back. So this is going to be a good season, a fun game. So yeah, let us know if you guys want to play. Just reach out in the TV channel in Discord or send me a DM and we'll get you added to the list. And we'll drop all the details out there too.
Thank you for doing that, Hambone, and setting that up. That's a crazy spreadsheet that boggles my mind that I don't even understand how the scoring works. I just pick my people, watch them get voted out and lose. So thank you for handling all that. That's amazing. I appreciate it. Drew, give me a Koopa Combat update. You know about that.
Tuba Combat. So we've teased for a while now that, everyone Hotshot Golf was going to be their next Tuba Combat, or we were going to do a golf lead like we've done in the past. But I think after playing the game, seeing that only a couple people really purchased the game, I think we're going to pass. I think we're going to skip over this one. It doesn't mean that, I'll be happy to jump on any night if anybody wants to try online and give it a go. We can try. Speaking of that, I was thinking the other day, what a miss by Nintendo. This is a side topic, but playing Silksong, right? The game chat feature. I feel like nobody uses the game chat feature. And how great would it be is like, I would love to just open up a game. If I'm playing Silksong, I just want to create a game chat feature, like channel, open it, and just say, if anybody wants to come watch me play, I'm playing Silksong. But you can't. You have to invite another person and create a room. And if you do that, then people can join. But you need two people to start a room.
You have to have a second person in the room to have others randomly join.
Yes.
From your friends list.
Oh, correct.
I think it's more complicated than that, because I did do it with Mario Kart, and I was playing with my daughters and my brother and his brother-in-law, and we all weren't able to get in the same chat room together because my daughters weren't friends with his brother-in-law.
Oh, so
that might have been a child.
Oh,
I don't know. That could have been a child thing. Now that I'm saying that out loud and talking about it, but
interesting.
I don't know if you have to be friends or not, or you can join chats with people who aren't friends. That's something to look into. But it is more, they did the friend code thing, and now the chat room, like.
Whatever, it just would be nice. Crazy. It's like a way to stream, but not really stream. Like only streaming for your friends. I just think it would be a nice thing Nintendo to simply update that.
That'd be awesome.
Because I would join other people and say, what are they playing? Hey, saying hello, but like you can't do that.
Right.
So
yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah. But good. That's a good good what grinds your gears. What else? Tell me more about your rants, Drew.
All right. Well, and we're on the topic. I want to rant about Nintendo Switch 2 editions, which we're going to talk about a little bit with the Direct, but I'm kind of tired of this, and I get it, right? I want to start off by saying I get it, right? Millions and millions of Switch 1s have been sold, but like, I don't know. Why do I need a Switch 2 edition of a game? I feel like we live in this era where we want to play all these retro games and stuff. I love retro games. They're part of my past. I played them. I played Switch 1 games. I don't need another version of them on my Switch 2. Like, we need to just accept it. Like, I get it. We want to show off Switch 2 graphics, and we have all these other people. We can get more games now on the Switch 2. It just seems ridiculous to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's also
I do know what you're saying.
It's also very confusing, I think, for the average person that plays games. Like, you can pay money and upgrade to a Switch 2 version. But what do you mean? I bought this game 3 years ago. Now you want me to pay $15 and I can play it again with better graphics?
I never thought I would see the day where I'm missing the deluxe moniker on the end of games. I'm like, bring that back. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It just bothers me. And then I think about, and I have no idea. I'm not a game developer. I have no idea if it takes them 100 hours of development or 10,000 hours of development. It just seems like wasted resources to me. That it's like, let's go spend time on Kirby and the Forgotten Land to create an updated version and add some DLC 2 years after it came out. Why? Just make a new Kirby game. Like, if that's what you want to do, then I just bothers me, grinds my gears.
I wish it was that simple, but I mean, I think this is what Nintendo's been doing for a while, man. I mean, look at the whole life cycle of Switch. Like, how many DS games did they bring over to the Switch? How many Wii U games? Like, they spent their first 3 years just porting Wii U games, and we all bought them, right? Yeah. So this is what to be expected, right? I think this is a way for them to pad out their early. I mean, we're 3 months into the Switch. Pad out that library. Look at all the games you can play on Switch. Doesn't matter if you can play them on Switch 1. These are Switch 2 games now. I think that's just a feather in their cap, an easier path to fill out their library than to put out all new games, as much as we would love all those new games.
No, I mean,
they're coming.
Like I said, I get it. I think it
is annoying. I'm not going to.
It's annoying. It's like, I don't know.
It sucks.
That's my
Before Nintendo Switch Online, the NES and SNES classics, how many times did Nintendo sell the original Super Mario Brothers?
Oh, how many
They
times have
put
we
it
bought
on every console. I mean,
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance. They put out a new version for every console. Nintendo likes their money, and they'll milk it out of all us geezers who want to play the games that we feel like the nostalgia hits. But then I kind of take the other side here, Drew. I mean, I definitely see what you're saying, and I agree. And also, if I can get an upgraded version, like I'm so glad that they re-put out the Zelda Wind Waker on Wii U. Like
Oh, yeah.
that's
That's
so glad that they did that.
me too. And I played it. I played through the whole thing,
Right.
right? And I think that's a different scenario. I think I'm okay with that. And I'm also not okay though with just put these games out like N64, GameCube. What we 1 a month? Like is that a track record? 1 a month? Like, it just seems also foolish. You know?
All the
Just put
good
'em
ones
out.
are already out. So now they're like, what do you want? Blast Core?
I don't
Sorry,
know. Put
that's the
every
throwback to
first-party
last week's
Nintendo game
episode.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I want the latest and greatest. I'm the sucker that Nintendo's selling these to. I definitely see the complaint, and also I want the new Super Mario Brothers Wonder with the extra little flower village. I'm gonna buy that because I have to have the latest and greatest. I'm the sucker. That's who they're selling to.
Listen, I usually am the
But-
sucker too. Doesn't mean I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're not going to change. I'll tell you that. That's going to keep going unless something crazy
There's too many
happens.
of us out there buying
Yeah.
all the
Yep.
things. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. The Last of Us was on PS3, PS4, PS5, and PS4 remastered, and I think several different versions on PS5. So Nintendo's not the only one, right? Milk it if you can get it.
I think part of it, calling it remastered and stuff, sure, a port. I don't know what this is. This is something different. Switch 2 edition. It's like they're not even calling it a remaster. They're not calling it a
Right.
it's the Switch 2 edition. We changed the frame rate and we upgraded the
Yeah.
graphics. It's like
Yeah, it fits the
We have-
resolution of the new handheld,
yeah,
which
it's the way
is
they,
significant, but like
it's the way they
yeah,
advertise it.
It's a
it makes
bad
it
naming
dirty.
convention. Like, I don't know what else they could have called it, but Switch 2 edition sounds so
Nothing. I don't think you're calling
sterile.
anything. I think
Yeah,
you
it
just
does.
say
It does
you can
sound
play this.
sterile.
You can upgrade an upgrade pack. Like you should up. I don't know. Nothing. You patch it. It's like you have to pay just for the graphics. You're not even paying for content. Like you're just
Right.
literally paying to play a graphics. That's what pisses
And
me
I
off.
don't-
It's better described.
I didn't even tell. I started playing Breath of the Wild on Switch, the Switch 2 edition. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell that big of a
That's my
difference in
point.
the load times were very noticeable.
Yes.
The load
Yep.
times flew, but the graphics were like, I mean,
But-
I don't know
But
if that's
Cruz,
worth the extra
that's
money.
my point. And I don't even remember. Was Zelda free or only if you had the NSO or?
only if you had the NSO expansion.
So only if
pack.
you had the
I think it
NSO.
was like $10 or $20.
So, but
Yeah.
let's go with this for an example. If you don't have the NSO, right, and I wanted to play that on my Switch 2, the load times should still improve if I put that cart in my Switch 2, right? Will it work or will it not even work? I guess is the first question. Do you have to
It'll
pay
Try
that
it.
then?
It'll work.
I've heard it will blow up your Switch and send it to the moon.
Great. Send it to the post office.
Right. And it
Um,
disappears.
But that's my point, right? Is it's like you're legit just paying for what? Like because the load time should improve if it's on the new system. So you're paying for a little bit of frame rate and improved graphics, and that's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
There's no new content, and that's the best way I can describe it. If you're at least Kirby,
Yeah.
you're getting upgraded res and content. I still don't like it, but at least you're getting more. I don't like when they just say Switch 2 edition, free or not free. But that's all I got. I'm done with that channel. Let's
Okay.
go to Darth Platypus. He had a question for us.
Right. Yes. Darth Platypus messaged us today with a question. Darth Platypus is an amazing contributor to our Discord and podcast. And he asked if you were to stream a single game for 24 hours for a charity drive, what game would you pick? I didn't
This is a
even
good question.
think about this question,
a
but
great
it
question.
is very good.
Here's the things I think we should think about in
Uh-huh.
answering this question, right? So you want a game where it can entertain you and keep your attention for that amount of time, which is
Yep.
tough. But you also want a game that's not so makes you so invested that you can't talk to people and chat
Yeah.
or do something else, or you can't step away, or so you can be like 80% paying attention, 20% doing something to the side. So
Yep.
I think that just narrows down the the list. And
Agreed.
then
Mhm.
do you want to be able to beat this game within 24 hours, or is
Yep,
it
good
something
point.
that is Drew going to play the Star Wars Hunters for 24 hours? Like, maybe that's his answer. I don't know.
I did the perfect answer for this.
All right, awesome. Let's hear it, because I don't.
Well, I want to give history first, right? Because one of the probably the funnest stream charity event that we've ever done was one of the ones Hambone and I did called Birdies and Beer. When we
That was
played
fun.
Mario Golf for a couple straight hours, and every time we did a birdie, we donated money. We drank beers and we donated money. It was just a fun time because it was a fun game to play, first of all, but second of all, we were cheering for birdies and hole-in-ones and stuff like that because it was part of a charity event, which was part of this question. So then I started thinking, how can we do something similar to that, but also entertain myself and the audience? So I'm going to do a little bit of a cop-out, but I'll give an answer if you guys want me to force me into one. I'm going to go with any type of like 3D Mario game. You can go with Mario 64, Sunshine, Odyssey, either one. And you can go down the concept of every time I collect a star or a shrine or a moon, you donate $1. And maybe you can get other people to back you in that same type of thing. And I think that's fun. And it's a game that doesn't have a lot of storyline, so you don't have to worry about chatting. You can chat with the audience and the listeners. But at the same time, it's the charity, and it's like you want to get as many as you can because the more money you're raising. So that's where I'm going with it.
All right. I think I'm going to take kind of an opposite turn there and go with something online. I think like a Fall Guys or a Mario Kart. I'm trying to think of something that would entertain that I could play for 24 hours. There's not that many. Probably Naiad would last 24 hours, but I'm thinking like a Mario Kart or a Fall Guys, and something that you can get the watchers to join you and like, hey, jump in and play against me at Mario Kart here online. And if I beat you, then you got to donate, or if I get top 5, if they don't want to play, something like that. I think that would be fun because the online modes kind of give endless replayability to those games, and you can take a break between races or Fall Guy runs and chat and get the fun times moving. Hambone, what would you play? I mean, it would obviously be the Night Rain, right?
If I had to pick an actual game, yeah, it probably would be Night Rain. I really like the Mario idea because I'm like, those are probably about like 20-hour games. If you're trying to 100% it, like, oh, if I start at 6 a.m., can I get all the stars in Mario 64 by next, 6
No
a.m.?
chance.
Right? I think that would be kind of fun to do, right? But just to give a different answer, what about like something like if you went to like a city and you played like Pokemon Go and you're streaming the game, but you're also streaming your adventures around the city for the day? Like, what would that be?
I'd tune in. I'd tune in.
Go to New York City and like just go mix up and get into some like random stuff. Go to the park.
Listen, I'm watching that stream at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. That's when it gets entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Riding the bus somewhere, like, trying to be safe. But no, I think something like that could be fun and different. But
yeah.
Great question.
That's a great question and a great answer, Hambone.
Thanks.
All right. Next up, I don't know if you heard, but there was a Nintendo Direct. It was last Friday. We were going to record this podcast after the Direct. We chatted about it and we said, let's just stick to the normal time, have some time to mull over the Direct and see what we think about things. And usually going into a Nintendo Direct, I keep my expectations knee high to a grasshopper, as low as I can get them. That way, whatever happens, I'm happy. And this one, I actually got hyped for. I got pre-Direct hypeness. I got my kids hyped up. I woke them up. It was on 7:00 in the morning, my time. And I woke the kids up. We watched it together. They were hype. And every time something would pop on the screen, what is this? Oh, is this? And it was really fun watching it with them and them getting excited. So I had a good time watching the direct. How about you guys?
Yeah, same. I mean, a little bit later for us, 9 a.m. So we didn't
9
have to, I was
o'clock.
at work,
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely threw the headphones in and shut the door and said, this is a nice hour of relaxation time. But again, super hyped, knowing that we haven't had any major, huge announcements really for the Switch 2 yet from Nintendo
Right,
itself.
yeah.
So expecting some big things. So yeah, super excited as well for this one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had super high expectations as well. This was like the first big direct for Switch 2. I wasn't able to watch it live, but I checked it out later that morning. Yeah, it was just myself, but I've watched bits and pieces of it with the family since, just to kind of show them certain things that I think that they would be interested in. But yeah, I was pleasantly not surprised, but I was happy walking out of that direct for sure. Do you guys want to do like grades? Do you want to start with that, or like what are you thinking there, Coos?
Sure.
You want to
Yeah, go
kind of
for it.
ask?
What would you give? What kind of letter grade would you give it, Hambone?
I'm at an A minus. I think there was a lot of good stuff there.
A-.
Yeah,
Very good. Very
I think
good.
there was a lot of good stuff there. Not everything was for me, but it was chock full of good Nintendo stuff, some cool third party stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't get all the high highs as I wanted, but it filled my cup, I'll say.
Yeah. Do you think it was the best direct of the year so far?
Like looking at it across all the different consoles or like Summer Games
Or
Fest and all that
just
stuff.
Nintendo? Just Nintendo announcements.
Yeah, definitely the best Nintendo one so far this year.
Okay. Cool. Drew, what letter grade would you give it?
Yeah, I'm right there beside him. I think it's an A minus A. I think it had a wide range of stuff. There's a lot of things I liked. There's a lot of things, of course, that you're like, I wish they did that instead of that. But that's with anything, and that's personal preference. But from an overall point of view, I think they covered a lot of the ground. They hit on the Mario stuff. They hit on the NSO stuff a little bit. Some games or we did a lot of dates. So overall, A minus. I'm gonna go A minus as well.
All right. I'll go B plus. I think what made it great is that there was something for everyone in this direct. And that's what makes a good direct. Some of the other ones don't have that. There's people saying, where was Zelda? Where's Mario? Where's Metroid? Where's Donkey Kong? It's always missing something. This had all that. So always something for what would have sent it to an A for me is had the one last thing not had been Fire Emblem. So
Agreed.
Whatever. I know there's a lot of Fire Emblem fans out there. I'm not one of them. But it started off with Mario's 40th anniversary. We'll just briefly touch on this stuff because all you all watching this and listening to this probably watched it. So we'll just kind of go over and just kind of random thoughts of what we thought about it. They touched on it started off with Miyamoto coming out, which who doesn't love Miyamoto? Everyone. And the Mario 40th anniversary I think it's tomorrow is actually the official day, but whatever. I'm not good with dates. So, but he touched on some of the museum stuff. The tickets looked really cool with the Mario emblem on those. Those tickets are super cool anyways, because you can put your Mii's on them. He showed some of the art stuff on there that's going to be at the museum, which looks really cool. Some of the key art and some of the like the original art they had for Mario Brothers and things like that. Fantastic stuff. Then touched on the Orlando theme park. I know, Drew, have you booked your trip to Orlando yet?
It is. Kids don't know yet, but we did. Yep.
Oh.
Which is funny. There was nothing new here. This was just a reminder that it exists in the world, and it's been open now for some time. I think since April.
Just like, hey, we're still there. This is our newest theme park. Go check it out. Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Good stuff. In the Kyoto Marathon, which I got super jealous. I'm like, I almost want to fly to Japan just to participate in that race, just to get a bib that says Nintendo on it, because I don't know. It's just I want to run in that race. I don't know what it is. I'm a sucker for Nintendo 5Ks, I guess. Then they out of nowhere. I was not expecting the Mario movie announcement. You guys?
I was.
Not. I heard there were some leaks and whatnot. I wasn't ready for
Oh,
what we saw.
I figured with
but,
it come, we knew it now. We already knew it came out in April. So typically, I doing the math, this would be a good time to get some type of teaser or name drop. So I was expecting something.
all right. Hambone, what'd you think? Did you like the movie?
I'm excited
Preview?
for it. Yeah, Mario Galaxy. I love the
Yeah.
love those games. A lot of good memories with playing those games. I played them several times. Probably my favorite 3D Mario is Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with this. They've got to bring back the Luma, right? The depressed Luma.
Oh, yeah.
Emo Luma
Oh,
from
yeah.
the cages.
Oh,
yeah, I'm super
100%.
excited to see that guy again. So that's gonna be
For
fun.
sure. Yeah. The kids were very excited for that. And then, of course, right after that, they're like, speaking of Mario Galaxy, here's the games. And to your point, Drew, I didn't see them mention anything about them being upgraded visually.
So I just
See
did
any of
some
that? Say that?
research on this. So looking on the Nintendo website, if you go to like the Super Mario Galaxy 2, it says in the bottom, enhance your adventure even further with a free update to take advantage of the processing power of Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
Then if you go to the Super Mario Galaxy Plus page, it says enhanced resolution 1080p on Nintendo Switch, 4K on Nintendo Switch 2, improved UI, extra storybook chapters, new assist mode, and more. So it sounds like there is a bit of changes here with the UI improvement. Obviously, because this was a Wii game or Wii U game.
Wii.
It was
So the
Wii.
first one.
Both of them.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's gonna be because the way it was originally said, and a lot of things online was saying it's just a Switch 1 version, which I was like, well, that's weird. Like, why would they be doing that? Here's my problem: we just got Mario Galaxy 1 on the Switch, right? And I tried playing it
5 years ago. 5 years ago, to be fair.
Here's all right. Let me rephrase this. Here's my
For
problem.
the 35th anniversary. Yeah.
My problem with this is we haven't had a new 3D Mario game since 2017. And it blows my mind that we're now 8 years after the Switch release, which had Mario Odyssey, which was an amazing game, and we still do not have a new 3D Mario game. Like that.
Not much to
Mario-
ask for.
But Mario is your mascot. It's the number one recognizable character in the world. It's like, how are you not just pumping them out? And I know you don't want to oversaturate the market with it. We had Mario Wonder, great game. But where is it? I don't want.
agree, man.
Back to my original rant, guys. I don't want another game that I've played 4 times and I've bought, and now I have to pay $80 if I want to play both of them. $70, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, they've got all the Mario developers tinkering on roller coasters in Orlando. Is what's
Apparently.
going on? Yeah.
Yep, or Miyamoto
writing
working on
movie
the Mario
scripts.
movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Will I play it? I'm thinking I might just sucker up to pay the $40 and play Galaxy 2. Probably not buy the bundle because I already bought the first one twice.
If I get it, that's going to be how I pick it up as well. I'll grab Mario 2 digitally, or Mario Galaxy 2 digitally, but
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to get the cart.
They're are they coming out different? Is the digital coming out first and then physical later?
For
I don't know
this
if they gave
one,
it. Did they give a date?
October 2nd.
Oh, they
For
did.
both?
I don't know if it's physical. I know when you can buy it digitally, October 2nd release date. Yeah. Not sure if it's
Yeah.
the same for the physical. That's
Well,
it's
there
soon,
you have it.
fairly soon.
That's
People
it.
love Galaxy 2 though. So
Love Galaxy 2. Very curious to see how it plays on Switch with the Yoshi elements of that. It was so sensor bar focused.
It
Very
was.
curious to see
Yeah.
how that's
And
going to out.
maybe I can get the wife to throw some star bits instead of just Rosalina throwing some singing at people.
Yeah, there you go.
right. Yep. Also Amiibo with that game. Both those Amiibo looked really cool. That Mario one looked great.
I think
I'm a
I have to
sucker
get the
for
Mario.
Amiibo. I think
I'm
I
gonna get the
might
Mario
grab that
one.
Mario one.
Yeah, and I'm not going to get the Rosalina one, but I'll get the Mario one.
No. The kids do want the Rosalina storybook. I've already looked into
Oh,
pre-purchasing that. Online, it said you can pre-purchase it or like pre-order it from anywhere that sells books. I haven't looked into that, but I did go to Nintendo's website and the button was grayed out for pre-order. It just said coming soon. So,
Yeah.
but that might be the kids want that, so we'll see.
It's only
next up is
$25.
Mario.
That's not bad.
Yeah, only $25. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Drew, you predicted a Mario sports game, and
Mhm.
here we are with another Mario tennis game. I feel like there's been one on every Nintendo platform forever. Yeah. What do you guys think about this? You picking it up just off the top?
To make. I mean, obviously not my number one choice. Probably my last choice in a Mario sports game. I would have preferred golf, more soccer, probably baseball was on my top of my list. Hell, what if it even basketball? But here we are. I will say this. For Mario Tennis, it looked like fun. I'm into the story mode. I'm into the babies. Who knew we needed, Baby Wario and Baby Waluigi, even Baby DK, which looks like an adult DK, but that was a baby.
Was it?
All in.
Tiny DK.
All in. Did you play the one on Switch, Aces?
I did.
I didn't have that game. I have a few friends who love Mario Tennis Aces, and they're really jazzed about this. Some of them don't even have a Switch 2 yet. They're like, all right, well, now I'm sold. So it's that
console seller.
Seller for a couple of these guys, which is crazy, right?
I played the demo for Aces, and it was way too much for me. I wanted like A and B, hit and the hit. And that's all I'm
curious about this. They said, 30, 32, 36 characters, like a nice full roster, a lot of game modes. I mean, it looks like it's going to have its stuff. So, yeah, I'm probably in.
People still talk about Speed Rush, whatever the hell it's called. I loved the latest Mario Golf game. I thought the story mode was great. I thought everything was great.
I loved it too.
That was a terrible story mode, but the gameplay was really good.
It was fine.
Yeah, I didn't finish the story mode. It lost me. Next up, we have Super Mario Wonder Switch 2 Edition, Drew, plus Meetup in Bella Bell Park. I love some Mario Wonder. And so here we are, extra stages, probably prettier graphics, and all the Mario 4-player action that you can handle. First, overall thoughts on that? No, Drew. You're just going to say no right off the bat. Don't give me another game. It's been out for a year. I don't need more of it.
That Bella Bell Park stuff looks really fun. I loved all those little mini games. It had like Mario Party flair to it, or like Nintendo Land, or like something. It had like that vibe. And they all look really fun. I don't know if I'm going to get this, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's that much to sell. They didn't talk too much about the extra levels, did they? They mentioned some extra stuff in the core game, I think. But the focus really was on showcasing Bella Bell Park, which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. 2.5 years later, again, great game. Just let it be a great game and live as it was 2.5 years ago.
The multiplayer action, the family time multiplayer action, Drew.
It was multi-family action 2.5 years ago too. It was fun. We had a great time playing it. Let it be.
I wish they put out Bella Bell Park like $25 standalone game, Mario Party alternative. Like, who knows how much content is there, but I would almost be more interested in that. Yeah.
This is what Jamboree should have been. I agree. They used all the good ideas on this.
All right. They're also putting out a talking flower statue, which I will not be purchasing.
Yes, you are. You can't tell me your kids aren't getting this.
They're not.
This looks terrible.
What are you thinking the price is on this thing?
$49.99.
How much?
I'm going higher.
Higher?
I think it's going to be up there. If Alarmo was 100, this is going to be.
That's true. They are selling amiibos for 40, so this thing has like at least a speaker in it.
I was thinking 40, but now I'm going to go 50 on that.
I'll go over that.
I was at 40.
Golly, Drew. If it's over that,
$75.
My kids need to get a job. $75 for that flower.
Mark it
down.
Man was like,
"Who is that for?"
And
Now that-
Kuzin's up
I
with
guess I don't
talking
really know
flowers all
enough
over his
about
background.
Is-
Darth
Is
Platypus
it like
says, next episode, I got talking flowers all lined up.
is it like an Alexis or like an Echo? Like, can I talk to it and ask questions?
Alexis.
Alexa, whatever it's called.
Don't say it again. You're gonna set off people's
I know. I'm
people's
going to
alarms.
set it off.
My buddy's elderly father calls it Alexis, and you just remind me of that. That's hilarious.
I'm an elderly buddy. Glad I could be part of it.
That's
I
awesome.
think it's just a thing
It's
that
like-
says
it's like a-
phrases from the game.
It's like a Furby, right? It's kind of like what I gathered from it, right?
Furby.
There's no.
All right,
chance-
I'm sold, Hambone. You sold
That's
me on
it.
the Furby
There's
flower.
no chance in hell Hughes doesn't own one of these. There's just no
I'm
way.
not.
There's
I
no
swear
way.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it. I'm
Well,
making
I'm
it
gonna
a
send one
point.
to you.
you have two. You're gonna get two
Yeah.
of them. Yeah, not one, but two.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Awesome.
All right, next up, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. That looked very good. I'm a fan of the Yoshi games. I love the look. I love the gameplay. And then I play it for an hour and I'm like, I'm going to move on. So this looks like kind of the same thing. This is probably geared more towards children than grown adults.
Yeah, it looks great. The art style is beautiful. I love like the like stop motion type. It's not stop motion, but like the choppy style
Yeah.
of animation. I think it gives
Yeah.
it like a really cool flair. It's definitely unique from all the other Mario stuff that's out there, but the gameplay looks very, very boring. And that's how I feel generally about all the Yoshi games, even going back to like Yoshi's Story on 64.
Yeah.
They're not engaging for me. They're collectathons or basic platformers, and there's just not much to it. I think it's going to
Yeah.
be great for the right audience, 12 and
Right.
under. I think this is
Yeah.
a great game. But
Yeah.
for the adults, I'll spend my money on the talking flower instead.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Next up, we had more Kirby Air Riders. When they showed that Kirby Air Riders game and said, and another Kirby Air Riders Direct, I almost puked up my Cheerios. I
Yeah.
could not believe that they're having another whole Direct for this game. I
Me
think
too.
I might buy this game just because I like a good kart game, but you don't keep shoving it down my throat or I won't.
No.
They're shoving it.
I almost said like, all right, well maybe I'll get another direct. You're pushing it too hard. I'm out.
It's too hard.
That's
It's too
too
hard.
hard. Too hard.
Yep.
This game doesn't seem like it has that much. Like another 2
Right.
hours, we're going to see the whole game.
So
Exactly.
you already have.
Yeah.
What is going on? I
It's
don't know.
crazy. Yeah.
I'm
I don't.
out.
The amiibo. I saw the price on those Kirby Air Riders amiibos. Do you see that price, Drew?
What are they?
You guess.
40.
$50.
Stop. Each?
Yep.
Each.
For the Kirby amiibo. Yeah.
Wow.
Um,
why I don't play
You
amiibos.
can take it off and switch the cart, but in order for that to be effective, you have to buy two. So you're in for $100 if you want
exactly.
to really make
Fair
use of
point.
the new features.
unbelievable.
man.
And they said more
More-
coming too.
More coming.
Two more.
Yeah.
Two more coming.
Right. Then they announced the Virtual Boy. I've seen lots of memes on this on the internet. They're coming out with Virtual Boy on the Nintendo Switch Online service. I saw them bring out. I have an original Virtual Boy. I saw them bring out and say, we're going to release this peripheral, and I was like, "What are you thinking? I'm absolutely going to buy that. Why
won't
would
buy
you
the
make
fucking
that?
power.
And I'm going to buy it."
No.
It's crazy.
This-
What do you guys think about that?
This has got to be the most idiotic thing Nintendo
This
has
is so
ever done.
stupid.
This,
I-
like
This is dumb.
$100 to buy this thing and to play. How many even Virtual Boy games are there going to be? Because
11,
based
I
on the
think,
track
11
record, there's going to
games?
be one, and then they'll release about one every 3 months.
No, they're all going to come out at the start. I'm pretty sure.
So here's my question: can you play the game without the Virtual Boy system or the cardboard one? Can you play the TV?
If you have this cardboard one,
The Labo.
But
But
if
you know,
you have the
probably-
Labo VR,
Look at
you
that.
can play
That's
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Well, what if you don't have any of that? Can you play
I
it?
think
You
I
could
think it's
just,
gonna
you
look.
could just
it's
hold the
gonna look-
screen up to your face.
It's
I
gonna
don't
look
wanna
really
do that.
weird.
So you have to pay $100 or $30 to play these games, which aren't even good.
And have the subscription.
It's just this is Nintendo at its finest.
They're like,
I
I
don't
don't
get
know.
this. I don't get.
I'm
this.
all in. I'm all in, guys. You're going to see me here streaming
I love
with
your
the Virtual Boy. Yeah.
They're running out of consoles, so
There's
like
none
they're,
left,
they're,
are
ki- they're
there?
they're kind of doing this to them
The
until
DS.
they DS, 3DS, Wii U.
But they would have been better off buying an attachment to the Switch for $100 than this. Than what all the games you could have put on there.
Yeah, for DS.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they like it came out with an extra screen for $100 to add on to the Switch, the DS library is huge. But
That would have
Virtual
sold.
Boy-
This isn't selling.
as a collector, like there's not many ways to play these Virtual Boy games. You can download the ROMs or whatever, but they're not going to
It's
look
just
the
not the
same as they
same.
do.
It's
Like
not the
this
same.
is like this is preservation. I'm all for this. I'm in on the Virtual Boy.
Fair
There's-
enough. I mean, I think it's cool from a preservation standpoint, but
Yeah.
functionally, I mean, how do you think you're going to put more than like 2 hours into the Virtual Boy games?
Absolutely not. I'm going to spend
Yeah,
$100
exactly.
on that big plastic
It's going to
thing
be a
and
nice
probably
shelf
play it
piece.
once.
Yeah,
Yep,
exactly.
shelfie.
It's just I like them to be able to say there's a brand new feature coming to NSO. I think that has value in and of itself, even if it is stupid, as opposed to saying like, "Hey, we've got 5 more games to add to the GameCube library or whatever." I would have much rather preferred that, but I don't think that would have had the same splash as a new peripheral and like
Yeah.
just a new icon within NSO. So I get it,
Yeah.
but I don't like it.
I don't
Okay.
get it, and I don't like it.
I think we've got the full spectrum here, guys.
I get it and I love it.
Yes.
Next up, Donkey Kong Bonanza dropped some DLC. Perfect timing. on
Hey,
this
it's Drew
DLC.
DLC.
That's
There we
like
go.
perfect
Is he
time.
in?
Donkey Kong's been out a month. Here's some DLC right on time.
So speaking of this,
Tell me you hate
I
it.
asked the wife since we played the entire game together. I said, "Hey, new DLC. You want to test it?" She goes, "Nah, I think I've had a fair share of GTA. Maybe we'll come back in a couple months." I think I'm
See?
passing. I've
What about
moved
a year?
on. I've moved on. I'm playing Silksong. I got my Hot Shots Golf. I got Hades.
So
coming
you
out.
can't win with DLC. It's got to come out at launch for you. And then why
Everyone-
not just put it on the game? Which I've got a whole
Agreed.
nother rant
Agreed.
about that later.
I agree with that.
Whatever. Get out of town, Drew. My kids, I bought this for my kids. I bought this twice because I have one Donkey Kong cart and 2 Switch 2s that play the one Donkey Kong
Oh,
cart. So I had to buy you know what? I should have just bought it once and they can share that virtual card for the DLC. I'm an
Can you do
idiot.
that?
Yes, you can. I just now thought of that. So I bought the DLC twice for one cart.
That's $20 for the
Big
went towards
dummy.
the flower.
But the
Are
kids
they liking it so far?
it's a talking flower. The kids played it over the weekend. Minnie Coos did, and she really likes it. She loves Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's definitely her game of the year. But she was telling me about it and how you go work for the bad monkey, and he sends you to gather emeralds, and you gather emeralds and bring it back, and it unlocks different areas of the game and different costumes and different all that. They're all about the costumes. So she really enjoyed it. She's all in on the DLC,
What a turn
even
of
after
events.
finishing the game. So
You now
Great. It
work
was
for the
perfect
bad
for her.
guy.
I don't know
Crazy.
what the bad monkey, whoever he is,
Yeah.
Mr. Banana Hater. Next up, Storm Lancers Shadow dropped. I forgot it shadow dropped. I thought it looked good. It's a 2-player game, kind of almost like a roguelike Contra, kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah,
I
but-
I agree.
Yeah. I thought it looked interesting.
Yeah. I might play that. I made some notes on these now. Linked Banner of the Spark shadow dropped. I don't know what that is. I don't have that in my notes.
It
So
looked bad.
oh, I just have no right beside it. So I guess linked is
Yeah.
not an option for
that
me.
was me as well. That's a big no.
Yeah. Lego Voyagers, Drew. You in on the Lego game?
Oh, I'm in. I'm 100% in on this. Reminds me of like there was a game I played. Blanco told me about a while back called Pode.
Yeah, I
Something like
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it reminds me of that co-op mixed with like, the split fiction concept of working together too, but in a Lego form. Yeah, I'm gonna give this one a go. I think this one looks interesting.
All right. Persona 3 Reloaded. There's a lot of people who want all the Personas on all the Switch consoles, so I'm sure this appeals to someone.
This is a really good game. I played it on PlayStation when it came out. I never played the original Persona 3, but Persona 3 Reload's really good. Great story. Like pretty touching narrative, to be honest with you. Really cool graphics. Combat is the turn-based stuff. If you're not into that, you're probably out here. But be ready for a 70 to 80-hour adventure if you're in there. But it's nice it's coming.
Yeah. Also, Hades 2, which Hambone I think's already beat, and it's not even on the
Three
Switch
times.
yet, which is
Beat it 3 times.
amazing.
No, I haven't beaten
He's
it yet.
platinumed it.
No,
you haven't finished it?
I've got it on my Steam Deck.
Mhm.
I'm ready to refire this bad boy up again at the end of the month. I'm so excited. I've got a business trip the 29th, 28th, 29th. So I'm like, all right, fire up the
Should you double
Steam
dip
Deck.
it?
I think I'm gonna. I might triple dip on this one, to be honest with you. And when it comes out on PlayStation,
Okay.
get it too.
Wow.
I heard a podcast today, and I haven't verified this, but I heard it's cross save across PC and
Wow.
Switch.
No way.
And if that's the case, then I'm definitely in because I'll have it everywhere and just be able to play it wherever. But there is so much content in this game, Drew. If you liked Hades and you like explored everything, there's probably twice as much stuff here to do. A lot of decision making you can do, a lot of player agency, how you want to upgrade your character, how you want to kit out your builds, even if you want to go down to hell or you want to go up to Mount Olympus and go those battles. So you've got a lot of different options within the game. It looks
I
awesome.
like options.
Voice acting is good. There's no DLC, so I think we're good for
Yet.
now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man.
Yeah.
What a highlight, though, right? What a great game to be coming to Switch early on in its life cycle. I'm so pumped.
Great little like trailer and the way they presented it. I thought in the direct.
They always do
great.
such a great
Yeah.
great
I
job.
don't think so. That was too cinematic and not enough gameplay. I wanted to see more gameplay and less of the movie.
I'll be honest. The first cinematic part, I wasn't necessarily. This is Hades. I was like, oh, and I was like, well, maybe it's not Hades. I was got confused in the middle. You're right. There was a lot. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, there was a fair amount. But
Yeah.
all the characters that they show are main characters in the game, like Melanoi, I think is how you say her name, like the main character. That's who you're playing as. And then you have like the witch person who helps you out, and that's sort of the home base, and you go out from there. Yeah, it's good, man. It's a really good game.
EA Sports FC 26 is coming on the way, which I guess is just the update to 25. If you're a fan
No.
of the soccer,
It's not. They redesigned this one from scratch. This is not
from
just a
scratch
yearly
for
update.
Switch 2.
For Switch 2, for all of them. They changed the
Okay.
gameplay features.
Nice.
So if you
Who knows?
missed the last couple years, this is the year to get it, supposedly.
Okay. I think I played the first one that was out on the Switch, the first FC, and they had a 3-on-3 mode on there that was
Oh, yeah.
super fun.
So Evan
Yeah.
plays this game nonstop. He challenged me over the weekend to play against him. Didn't know the buttons. I said, "Sure, buddy, I'll play you." We played. I was winning 5-4 with 5 minutes left, and I lost in regulation.
Wow.
And I tried my hardest. I did not hold back. So, but yeah,
Better luck next time, Drew.
Next time, hopefully on a PlayStation.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. There, Disgaea 7 complete. I don't know about this game. Do any of you?
Nope.
Big numbers. I've never played them. That's what it's known for. Big, giant, massive damage numbers on the screen. A lot of chaos, crazy stuff.
Cool.
Not our type of
Little
game.
Nightmares 3. My sister Angel enjoys the Little Nightmares series. I played a little bit of the first one and I enjoyed it, but it moved a little too slow for me. But this one looks just as creepy and just as cool. So fans of that series are happy that it's back again. This is the one here, the Pokemon Legends ZNA. We know this is coming. Pokemon fans are hype. It's all good, whatever. But DLC announced, paid DLC before the game drops. Why not? I mean, that just pisses me off. If I was going to buy a game and they're like, you know what, that Mario game that came out on 3DS, the Mario Golf game, and they were like, buy the season pack before the game comes out. They announced that. I did do that. I bought the season pack because then it's like there's more DLC that's going to come. I know I was going to play the Mario Golf on the DS, so I bought that. But something like this is like, I don't know, man. I add it in the game or charge it 6 months down the road. I don't want to pay for something the day it drops. So I guess I'm opposite of Drew here.
So here's the kicker, Cruz. Do you know that it comes out the same day as the initial release?
It's not even dumb, man.
It's not even like a month later. It's the same day. So the
included on the disc.
So it's really $100 game. It's
100%.
not a $70 game anymore. It's now a $100 game to get the complete.
It's crazy,
edition.
Man. It's crazy, man. And, it's going to sell like hotcakes.
Of course it is. I'll probably buy it. I'm definitely buying the game.
Yeah.
So this is where
Ambone, any thoughts on that? Any thoughts on DLC on launch day?
It's Pokemon, man. They're gonna wring you dry no matter what way you skin it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I mean, the core game is going to be there, but if you want those little Pokemon, man, if you're a Raichu, if you're a Pikachu or a Raichu fan and you see them popping out, they're like, oh, I've got to buy that because that's my guy. Or that's one of my favorite Pokemon. And they just have so many of those little dudes that it's just pulls you in. I'm probably
pocket monsters raiding your pockets.
That's it, man. My wife played Arceus and she really liked it, so I'm sure she's gonna play this one. But I don't know, man. I'm taking or leaving on DLC too. I'm not in on all of them. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a right way to do it, man.
My original rant is, I think this is where I get confused and pissed off is, so it comes out for Switch 1 and Switch 2, same day, October 16th. But the Switch 1 version is $60 and the Switch 2 version is $70. Right? Mm-hmm. So what am I paying $10 for? Graphics on a system
faster load time.
But that has nothing to do with the game. That's Nintendo. I paid a $500 system for faster load times. Why do I need to pay more or less for a game? That's the part I don't get.
Is it $70 physical and digital? Because the Switch 2 cards have faster read speeds than the original Switch cards. So for sure. But if you download it digital, I'm 100% there with you.
It is.
I don't see why that would be any different.
Yep, because there's even a third option that says for $9.99 for $10, you can upgrade your Switch 1 to Switch 2 version.
Well, the digital ones too. The Switch 2 is using a faster SD card.
But if you're playing the Switch 1,
but it's digital
version on a Switch 2,
the load time should be faster.
Load time should be similar. So there's got to be something else there. I would assume. Again, not a pro, but
Darth Platypus says the extra $10 is to get an extra 5 frames per second.
$2 a frame, not bad.
That doesn't add up.
$2 a frame.
I don't get that.
Yeah.
That's the
something. All right. We could probably do a whole episode just bitching about how Nintendo steals our money. 2 Point Museum. I don't remember that one. Is that something?
This has been out for a while. I feel like it's another like Sims like type game. You're building a museum. You're trying to get people to come to it, get more money so you can build more exhibits, that kind of thing. It's a cool game if you like those things. If you're looking for like a Sim type game, Sim City, The Sims, similar vein.
Yep. The Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. I bought the Mortal Kombat Arcade 1-Up machine because I wanted to have the Mortal Kombat games in my collection. and I had it for about 2 years and never played it once. I never even fired it up. So I sold that, and now I want to buy this just to have the Mortal Kombat games. But I know if I buy this, I'm not going to play it. And I love the fact that they've got those the interviews with the developers and the creators.
Cool. Yeah,
that's really cool too. I bought the Atari 50 game for that as well, and haven't gone and watched all those interviews and reviews. Like, I want to have these, and then I don't play them or watch them. Like,
I think this is a perfect wish list thing. I'm going to drop it on the wish list, and when it drops to half off at some day, I'm looking for something to play and mess around with. I'll probably pick it up. And then I appreciate the developer interviews and like sort of
me too,
story behind the game type of stuff. So that's cool.
I love that you can play them all online too. That's awesome.
Is pretty sweet for that type of game. Yeah, definitely.
Because even if you own the originals on Super Nintendo or whatever, you can't play those online. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake is a game that is very popular. Do you guys play those Dragon Quest games? I don't.
I thought this was already out, or was that 3?
3. They did 3. Okay. I know this one's coming out. Same style. I've only played a little bit of Dragon Quest 11. I don't have a lot of history here.
11 was so good.
Yeah, I mean, it looks beautiful. If you're a Dragon Quest fan, you're gonna like these. But I think it was just a reminder that they're coming, right?
Yeah, I've played quite a few of the newer Dragon Quest games. 11 being the big one, and a couple of the spin-offs that I really enjoyed. I'm not as fan as the originals, 1 and 2 or 3. I'll skip to you. I think I did the demo of 3. Just I didn't connect with it.
Yeah, fair enough. There's also a game called Dinkum, which is basically the farming Animal Crossing sim that you've always wanted in the Australian outback. I saw this and I'm like, here's another one. I don't have time for this. But then I saw there's 4-player online play where you can create your own island. And I thought, imagine me and Hambone and Drew designing our own Australian outback.
I kind of like it.
I might be in on this if these guys are.
It kind of looked pretty good. I'll tell you what, Cruz, what's really going to sell you? $18.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I think he just bought it. Yeah.
I think it's like double the price of Tiny Racers.
November 5th.
All right.
I mean, for
it
indie
says here in the notes, demo out today. So
maybe we should try the demo first.
I think so. I think you're right. Yeah.
Probably.
And who knows? I say that, and then you're going to see me showing off my Dinkum created town on Instagram after I said I don't have the time to play this game. So you never know when the itch hits. Next up's Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Drew, I know you love those Hyrule Warrior games. My older daughter Avery loves the games. She's already said, Dad, can you play this with me? And I said, yes, I will.
Wow.
So I think I'm going to be playing this one with her.
So that was some impressive things I liked was the co-op, and I think it had online co-op as well, right?
With Hyrule Warriors?
Yes.
I think definitely split screen.
I think it said too.
Screen.
Yeah, it had split screen for sure.
Yeah, for
I'm trying to see if it said single system. Okay, so it's only local single system 2 players. And then it says you can game share.
It did show game share. Yeah,
game share. That was cool.
So you
Dark
can't,
Platypus,
like, if you have it and I have it, we can't go online and sync up. But if I game shared it with you, because you're essentially just using it off my system, we could play co-op. Is that right?
We can't game share across the country. You have to basically be right beside somebody
in the room type of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked good. I like the ability to use some of those Zonai devices that they showed. I think that was pretty cool to shake up the gameplay.
Yeah.
I am so curious how this game is going to play on Switch too. I know we talked about frames per second and all that stuff, but like that Hyrule Warriors, the last one that came out. Why am I blanking on the game on the name? Not Age of Imprisonment. That's the new one.
The Breath of the Wild one.
Yeah, the Breath of the Wild, whatever that one was. That was so choppy. I mean, I played that to 100% with you, Drew. I loved the game, but it played like doo-doo. I'm very interested. Age of Calamity. Thank you. This looks great, man. It looks like more of the same. Obviously, it's going to be, go around, do the Warriors type gameplay. It's going to give you the different characters. I'm still not bought in on this cast, this crew of
Me too.
characters
Oh yeah, me
quite
either.
yet.
Yeah.
I'm a little iffy on them. I think that the Zonai people are a little weird looking, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I think I'm in to try. I mean, it's a new Zelda game or Zelda adjacent game. You
Agreed.
got to
Sure.
try it.
I think-
Yeah.
if it's going to tie into the story, that's cool.
And I think that's why I loved the first Hyrule Warriors, because it had like Skull Kid and you had Mina and you had like Toon Links and you had all these. I think remember you can unlock Chain Chomp as a weapon. It was so like fun. This one,
Nintendo.
yeah, it was so Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's a good way to put it. These ones are getting a little bit more into the I don't know.
It's
It'll be
so
interesting to see.
heavily Tears of the Kingdom influence.
Very, yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how it all shakes
Yep.
out. I'm sure it's got some surprises. Zelda, the series always has a couple for us. So
Yep.
Yep. Next up, the Metroid trailer came on, and I saw a big spiky, crazy looking alien building, and then I saw Samus come out on a motorcycle, and I said, "Oh no, they're making a Metroid racer." I'm 100% out on this, and she's riding around on this motorcycle, and I said, "I'm not doing it." And then it showed her like look up and start shooting at some things that looked like Star Fox, and I was like, "They're making a Metroid Star Fox game? I'm definitely not playing this." And then she hopped off the motorcycle and went into the 3D Metroid Prime through the visor mode. And I said, "Oh, it's Prime 4. I'm 100% in on this. I mean, absolutely, I'm playing this."
Roller coaster.
So
ride.
I went through all the emotions as they were showing that. I'm like, I'm not playing this Metroid racing trash. And then I'm like, oh, I'm definitely playing this game. So, yeah, I don't know. I like a good, you know what? I've been really wanting to play a good shooter recently. And I
there
think
you go.
that this might scratch that itch for me. So we'll see. I'm definitely not buying the amiibo. Drew, I know you're not a big Metroid fan.
Mm.
What do you think about this one?
I'm still on the fence, right? I think it comes out, around December, where there's not. Did I complete Hyrule Warriors in 30 days? I just it's what's the next game I'm going to play? Like, I don't think I'm super excited for it, but if there's nothing else, I'll give it a go. I mean, it should be good. I thought the weirdest part of the whole direct was this moment, believe it or not, when the trailer popped on. We've been waiting for this game for what, 7 years, and then like a date pops up, and like I feel like that was the opportune time for someone to be like, and what did you, like there was what did you think of that trailer? Like Metroid Prime 4 Beyond comes out.
Oh yeah,
this
yeah,
year.
with the developers.
It was just weird. They just showed it, a date flashed, and then just moved on to the next game, just like they don't give a shit about Metroid. Like that's how I felt. Like it was just move on. It was just
They
a
needed-
weird part.
They needed to have an announcement to say, and we're going to have a follow-up direct focused on Metroid. Come back. But they gave that to Kirby Air Riders instead,
Exactly.
earlier in
Yeah.
the show.
It just
It's
seemed
like,
weird.
what is going on here? I will
Yeah.
say I'm on the fence as well. I think the December timing is an extremely strange choice by them. Typically, December is a time where I'll go and I would have bought a game or two on like a Black Friday sale, and I'm playing
Yeah.
something I missed from earlier in the year. So maybe it was a smart choice to drop it there. But I don't think the trailer did anything to move somebody like myself who's on the
Agreed.
fence off the fence. I thought when she was on the bike, I honestly thought that looked really bad. The environment
I
looked
did
very
too.
empty
Sort of like Doom.
and
Yeah.
and
the
like
very Doom-like.
low poly, like just not
Yeah.
great. I thought when she was in the visor doing the Metroid Prime thing, shooting like that was cool. But like,
Yeah.
how much? Like, what are we doing with this bike? And how are you going to Metroidify the exploration on this bike if you're just
Agreed.
going from zone to? Is this like an open world thing
That's
now?
my thought.
And you're going to like little different dungeons and like, well, that's not really where's the Metroidvania-ness
You
of
go to
that?
different
And maybe
planets?
that's not
What do you-
there. So
yeah.
so I'm intrigued. I'll say that, but I'm still it more of a no than a yes at this point for
Yeah,
Metroid.
you brought
Prime.
you brought up a great point. I think the original trailer that we saw was better than that one.
Yeah.
With that bad
Yeah.
guy.
There's
whatever
got to be
the-
more. We've got several months before December. I'm sure we're going to see it again at some point soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think reviews are going to make or break that game too. But I mean, typically Nintendo in the past hasn't really put out bangers in December, like you said. And it's a weird time frame. They've put out like some just games to get you through the holidays. But this is like a big first party. This is like big time. I think that they're like, you guys want this game here? Take it. It's what it seems like to me. Like,
Yeah,
just get it
it's
out
almost
of
like
our hands.
like we said it's 2025, and it's almost
Yeah.
like, do they want to just commit to that date and push it out this year? And maybe they would have picked a
Right.
different time if they had like another few months, but they're like, oh, we
Well,
pushed it so much at this point, we got to get
I
it out.
think
I don't know.
the only thing I will say is if you look at the rest of the schedule, right? I mean, Pokemon's the big one in October.
Yeah,
You got
rounds
Hyrule
out the
Warriors
year
in
for sure.
November. There's nothing really after November 6th,
Yeah.
right? So it fills a gap per se. Like
Yeah.
it might make me pick it up for that reason. And December, usually you have a lot of time to play games with the holidays and stuff. You're kind of hanging around a lot more. It's
Mhm.
winter time. So it fits, but for Elden Ring and anything else to pop up to find out. So we'll see.
I think we've got a lot of time on Elden Ring on Switch.
I think
to be
so,
honest
too.
with you, I don't think it's coming out to this time next year.
They had a little sizzle reel where they showed One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, Stardew Valley Nintendo Switch 2 edition, Power Washer Simulator 2 Nintendo Switch 2 edition, Overcooked 2, which I will definitely be getting, and that
That
was
was
in
it.
the
Yeah.
there was a sizzle. That Virtual Fighter was in the sizzle reel as well. I like those Virtua Fighter games. It just reminded me how much I liked them watching that the reel there. But my daughter likes the Power Wash games, so she wants that one. I ended up because of that one. I went up and bought the first one for her because she wanted to play it after watching that trailer. So those games are
fun game.
fine.
Yeah.
The fans of those like them. Any other games there that stuck out to you all?
No.
Watermelon
Not
game.
really.
Hambone. You win?
Yeah.
Yeah,
These
Suiki game.
these last two on our 2025 or got Suika Game
Mhm.
Planet, Suika Game Planet.
Yeah.
I told my wife we watched that. I was like, you got to check it out. New hot games hitting the streets pretty soon. Suika Game, baby. Looks really weird, to be honest with you. Like the way that they've set it up, like you're orbiting around the circle. Like, is it gonna like expand out? Like, what's going on with that multiplayer stuff where it's just chaos and people dropping fruits all over the place? Like, what is
Yeah.
this super fruit? Like, I don't know. They're trying
Yeah.
to switch it up. I mean, it's probably going to be like another $5 game or whatever. So
They're riding the wave.
Puzzle games. Yeah,
Yep,
ride the wave, man.
yep.
I'll
They should have named it Suika Game Galaxy to really ride the
Suika
wave.
Game
Oh,
Galaxy,
yeah.
and just tacked a 2 at the end of it, just because.
Why not?
But
Yeah.
so
That'll
that's
be
good.
the
But
DLC same day.
the other one you got here, Popucom. I'm in on
I'm in.
Popucom. I'm in.
Yes, I am
This
too.
looks fun. I'm
Shit,
gonna play
it's
this
on,
with
man.
Owen. This is like kids first split fiction is sort of
Yes,
is kind of
exactly.
how I took it, and
Okay.
it looked fun.
Kids
Like,
first split fiction.
yeah,
Exactly. You nailed it.
yeah. It looks super fun, right? You're working together to solve puzzles in real time. There's going to be some dexterity needed. I don't know. It looks fun. I mean, it probably like a 5-hour type game. You're in and you're out. You're doing some puzzles. Probably some laughs to be had.
I disagree. It's going to be that short. This is an online only game, isn't it?
No, it's 2-player only for sure.
It's 2-player only. I'm sure
I
it's
don't
going
know
to be
that it's
local.
online only.
I think it's going to be a short romp, like a set of levels or a few worlds you go to, and that's sort of it. I can't see them charging more than $20 for this game.
So it's $20 right now on
Oh.
the Epic Game Store. It's Epic. Is it on Steam?
Is it out right now?
It must be on Steam. It came out on Steam June 1st. Well,
all right. While you guys look into that, I just realized that all the games that you have listed here in the notes that I've been reading off are coming out this year, and you've listed them by date of release.
Yeah.
yeah, spent a lot of time doing that.
Noticed that.
Spent a lot of time doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I listed them all out
I
chronologically.
didn't notice it until just now.
Yeah. I put the list in there as they were announced, and Drew went in there and said, "I'm going to organize this in a way where
I love it. This makes a lot more sense now that I see
Yes,
it. So
it absolutely does.
But that's it for 2025. The rest of the games we'll talk about are 2026, and we can
13
just fly
hours.
through a couple of these.
Oh, hold on. So AI is telling me it takes 5 hours and 48 minutes to beat it, but how long to beat says 13 hours. But that's only
Okay.
pulled from 7 people. So take that as you will.
Shit, you know what? I'm in.
Hey, he's in.
I'm in.
All right.
PopUcom it is.
PopUcom. Next up, we have Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. A lot of Final Fantasy fans out there. I think Hambone might be one of them.
Yes. Great game. I don't know if I'm going to play it on Switch 2. If you haven't played it, you have another way to play it there.
I need to play it, Hambone. That's the only option.
This is a must-play game. This is, if you're like, I'm on the fence, I will buy this game for you and send it to your house. Hopefully the mail.
Wow. You heard it here first, folks.
Yes. You need to play this game. It is
here's my
generational experience.
Skipping ahead to, we'll come back in a second, but I want to talk about this now. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined looked fantastic. I loved that art style. I can't play both games back to back. So you're saying?
I think you can absolutely play these two games back to back.
They're like 100 hours each, aren't they?
No, Final Fantasy Remake is like 25 hours.
Oh, back in, baby.
He's in. Yeah.
All right.
You can do more and up the difficulty, play through it again, do these different challenges. You can make it a 50-hour game if you want to, but yeah, you're in and out of there in 25 hours.
What's the fighting style? Is it turn-based, hack and slash? What is it?
It is. It's kind of like Xenoblade, I think.
Like an auto attack type thing?
It's not auto attack. It's not auto. You have to choose the attack, but then you build up a gauge and you're able to do a special. So it's kind of like it's real time, but there's turn-based elements in it. Look up a video. You'll see.
Darth Platypus said, Drew with the new PS5, should he do Final Fantasy on PlayStation or wait for Switch? I think Hambone's going to tell him to do PlayStation, but
it's not going to happen. Well, we got to break the news to Darth since he's the number one fan. Darth?
Unfortunately, Darth, the PlayStation that I've sent to Drew is lost in the mail currently. It was supposed to get there on the 8th. Today is the 15th, and there has been no change in tracking.
We're
waiting to see if it comes. I filed a report to say it's missing last Friday. I haven't heard back yet. So TBD on the PS5, but it's not looking good, Darth Platypus. If you want to say a few prayers, throw some fingers crossed. If you want to throw some good juju out there, because who knows, it may just show up on his door. But right now, it's not looking good for the PS5 that is in the mail. So Drew may have to get a PS5 a different way.
Every time I drive down my driveway, like coming home from work or anywhere, I just get like that little bit of hope on my doorstep.
Oh, I refresh my phone at least 6 times a day.
Oh, I'm at 12. It's like every hour.
All right, so that's sad. Dynasty Warriors. There's 2 Dynasty Warriors games in this whole the Hyrule Warriors and the Dynasty Warriors in this direct. I won't be playing Dynasty Warriors.
No,
but it did look good.
This came out
TBD on how it runs.
Yeah, this came out earlier this year I think it was a January or February game on the other consoles and got good reviews. So if you're a Dynasty Warrior fan, great, but there's no IP to bring me in here. So
a couple Resident Evil games that that look good. Those are the remakes, right? 7 and 8. And again,
no, not remakes. Those are just the games that came out together,
right?
Oh, okay. Not remakes, but just ported to Switch.
Yeah, the big, yes, exactly. So the big announcement is that day and date Resident Evil 9 Requiem is coming day 1. That's huge, right? That's a huge Nintendo thing. But the others coming as well are sort of catching us up.
Resident Evil 7 is Biohazard, 8 is Biohazard. So those are the last 2 games that are coming out. Yeah, and then like Hambone said, 9 is Day and Day, which is huge.
That's huge for Nintendo. That's awesome to see a third-party publisher do that. So,
have you guys ever played any of these, Hambone?
I played Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube.
I used to play. Remember the old Umbrella Chronicles? They had one. I think it was on the Wii.
Yeah, I've never been big on this series. I didn't play it on PlayStation. Yeah.
I played 1 through 5. I played
Wow.
Umbrella Chronicles because it's a light rail shooter.
It was fun.
Yeah, I love that game.
Me
I used
too.
to make a lot of bad decisions and then play that game.
Use
It
Link
was not
the little
fun.
That
the
sounds
gun.
great.
Yeah. But yeah, I love Resident Evil. I just haven't been able to have the time to jump into these later ones. And I think it's 7 you can play is the first person Resident Evil that they put out, and you can play the whole thing in VR. And that sounds amazing and terrifying all at the same time. I don't know that I could handle that, but it's still cool. I'm gonna play. I've got 4 in PSVR 2. I'm gonna play. I think maybe around Christmas time. No, Halloween. I want to try to jump in. Yeah, I think it's a scary game for Christmas. You never know. Next month, Monster Hunter Stories 3. I really thought that my older daughter, who loves Zelda, would love Monster Hunter, and she's like, I couldn't beat the first monster. I'm on the one game she played, so she's not a fan of the Monster Hunter games. But the stories, I guess, are different than the regular Monster Hunter games.
Yep.
I don't know. I've never been into this series either. So
I think the story that's more like Pokemon, right? Kind of style.
I don't know. The stories, I'll tell you what, all the trailers we see in these directs, they look fantastic games, but they are very different. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
On the stories.
All these games looked really pretty.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. The stories have like more of that monster catching element to it. You're not fighting the monsters to kill them for parts. There's different stuff.
Just collecting them for the collection.
I think
adding them to the bin.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of scary games, Fatal Frame 2, which also looked very good graphically, looked a little slow for me. I felt like the gameplay looked slow. I could be completely wrong, but it looked scary and it looked good, but it looked like it may creep a little bit. What do you guys think about that one? I'm glad that they're putting adult games on the Switch.
I agree.
For those who will play them.
I think for sure this isn't a game for me, but like going back to the A- grade I gave it is a little bit for everybody.
It's for somebody. Yeah.
I think this is a game for folks who like the Fatal Frame series. This is like one of the better ones from what I know. So it's great that it's getting remade and coming here. But yeah, I'm not in on it.
I'm gonna sidetrack. Whatever. Why didn't we see what was that game, the Dusk Bloods or whatever that was on?
Oh, don't get me started.
Where is it? Where is it?
If they can't even get Elden Ring, I can't even say even get Elden Ring. But if they need to figure out Elden Ring before they do Dusk Bloods.
But this is developed for Switch 2, like, right? I mean, Elden Ring wasn't
fair.
I thought this was an exclusive to Switch 2.
Timed exclusive, apparently.
Yeah,
from what I understand. So I might be
hear that. I hear that disdain in Hambone's voice. Timed exclusive, apparently.
Yeah, it should have been there.
All right. Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. There's another Miitopia game for you for those who enjoy those. That's not for me. Human Fall Flat. Have you played? Have either of y'all played Human Fall Flat?
Yeah, big fans of Human Fall Flat here.
Okay,
silly,
all right.
Fun game. I'm excited for this. I told Owen, we're in. We're gonna play the 5 new levels.
I think I'm in too. My daughter loves Gang Beast. It looked like the same kind of physics.
Very, very similar. Yeah, you guys would like it. It goes on sale all the time. It's fun. It's co-op, like multiplayer, and you can help each other out and doing the puzzles together. Like silly, laugh out loud moments. Which is great. And I think Human Fall Flat 2 is coming next year, I want to say. So I think this is like an addition to the base game plus Human Fall Flat 2 coming soon. But yeah, no, we're in.
All right, sweet. Next up is Pokemon Pokopia. We'll just throw some letters together and call it a game. I fast forwarded through that, so I don't know what it is. I saw Pokemon and I hit the fast forward button on a live.
It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good.
It does.
It looked charming. I don't know if I would say good.
It's Animal Crossing. It's Animal Crossing.
It's Pokemon X Animal Crossing. Yeah. Basically.
You use the Pokemon, and I think you do things to unlock new Pokemon, and they showed an example. Is like you have a Charizard or Charmander, and he creates a campfire because he blows on the wood and creates a fire. You can use like a Squirtle to create a pond or a lake. I think you use the Pokemon and their abilities.
Pokemon are your tools as opposed to like
tools.
crafting a shovel or like an axe. You're using the Pokemon. You can summon Machop or Machamp, and he'll like terraform for you and like that kind of stuff. So
it looks interesting. I don't know.
Sounds like you've already pre-ordered it, Drew.
You have my DLC.
Yeah. For those, I mean, I think it will sell well, depending on reviews. Danganronpa is out there as well. A lot of people like that game.
Never played one of these.
Yeah. I feel it looks kind of like what are those Ace Attorney games? It kind of looks like that.
It's got a lot of the visual novel sleuthing happening. Yeah.
Yeah. With a little darker side to it. I won't be playing that one. And then last and definitely least was the one more thing was a Fire Emblem game. My old boss who I worked for loved Fire Emblem. It was her favorite game, and I made fun of her for it always. But to each his own, right? Tell me about it, Hambone.
That's it. Yes. So I'm relatively new to the Fire Emblem series. My first one was Three Houses, and it looks like this Fortune's Weave is apparently a sequel to that. There's a crossover character that they showed where people are chatting like, "Oh, this might be tied to Three Houses," which is very exciting. But it's a cool tactical turn-based strategy game, right? You can build out your different characters. You have different relationships that you build kind of at the home base that feeds into how you can stat out your characters for battle. Rangers, mages, melee guys, dudes on horses, dudes off of horses, different moves that you can do from turn to turn, shields, axes, battles, typical battling things. Yeah.
I mean, you're actually kind of selling me on it. There's dudes on horses and dudes off of horses.
Yeah.
There's axes even.
So I don't know. It looks good. I was happy that this was a 2026 announcement because I've got my eyes on Final Fantasy Tactics at the end of this month, and I didn't want to over tacticalize myself with that game and this game back to back. But no, it looks good. It looks good. If it's got story like Three Houses does, all the better. I think Engage, the last one that came out, was really good from a battling perspective, but I didn't love like the extracurriculars around that game quite as much. But in addition to the horses and non-horses, though, I'm sure there'll be some waifus for those who need a little bit of eye candy. So we've got that going on. Both genders, of course. We've got that as well.
We don't judge here.
That's fine. We'll take them all. And yeah, it looks good, man. I mean, I'm sure we'll hear more about it, but I'm pumped. That's the one thing I asked for, and I got it. So I will take that and be very happy.
Yeah. And that about wraps up the Nintendo Direct. Still no Punch Out after all these years.
Nope, but we done Mario Galaxy.
I know you could play it on Virtual Boy with a Robo Boxing or whatever. That pretty much was like the closest Punch Out thing that we got.
Hey, I'm locked in. I'm definitely playing the Virtual Boy Punch Out game on my Nintendo Labo cardboard box. All right, we've gone long. This is the longest episode we've ever done. We had a lot to talk about. Drew wanted to fuss about things, so we let him.
Fair.
Before we go, I want to say thank you all to all the new subscribers. I put a call out for some subscribers on Twitch and YouTube, and we got a lot more. And I want to thank you all for doing that. Hambone called out a lot of the specific subscribers on his now world famous Hot Shots golf stream on Twitch. So if you want to hear your username announced there, if you're a new subscriber, he thanked you all there individually. So I thought that was really cool, Hambone. Thanks for that. And really cool for all you all joining the team and joining the club. Welcome to the club. And don't forget, Drew says, extremely powerful capybaras comes out 9/25/25. So just next week, keep an eye out for Capybara Mayhem. But that's going to do it for us this evening. thank you for listening, watching, subscribing. We love y'all. We thank y'all. We do this for you and for us. We have a good time, and we're here to do it all together with you. All right. Adios. Sayonara.
Peace.
Peace.